Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the mystery of the Emerald Palace. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're back. We're live. Y'all ready for some more D&D? For some more Lady Kane? For some more chaos and craziness? More explosions and pistols and stories and so many other things? I'm so hyped. Let's start. No intro. We don't need to hear from me. You're gonna hear from me really quickly, right? We gotta talk about like two things before we go live. Firstly, y'all, the Loot Tables character tracker Kickstarter is fully funded. So exciting! So we're fully funded. It's 100% live. It's gonna be happening. So if you want to go ahead and grab yourself one of these amazing acrylic sheets to help you track your stats on a return to in-person play, go get one because they're happening. So it's very exciting. We're on our way to our first stretch goal, which would be t-shirts with the character sigils emblazoned on them. So I'm very excited for that. That's going to be really good. And yeah, I would say right now for today's stream, anything that you would give to the stream at all, even subscribing, go back the campaign on Kickstarter instead, because then you get something really cool and physical right in your hands, whether it's this or if we unlock it, these amazing jumbo D20s, or the class crest vaults, which I'm super excited for. But I think that's as long as you should be hearing
Just
from only me.
Dual vault.
Hey,
This
this is the only time you should be hearing from only me. Let's pull everybody in to this chaos. Hello, you all.
Hello,
Good to see you.
Hello.
Hi, party. But yeah, I was just telling everybody about it sounds like you were also talking about the campaign, so we're good. Yeah, Sierra's got his as well. Everybody has theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wilfred, hi, is what everybody's just saying.
Hi.
Hello. But yes, for anybody who happened to miss out last time, let's do a quick round of introductions for everybody, so they know, because they're used to only seeing me on stream here. So, Starbuck, could we start with you again?
Hello, I'm Starbuck. I'm here to play Sirocco Gilstorm, your friendly neighborhood barbarian who has unlimited murder slots.
Something like that.
But if they roll, or if she rolls poorly, only 3 HP.
Yes. Well, now I do actually have 46 HP because I bullied myself into additional healing potions.
You in fact did.
But I started with 3.
Did bully Vaughn.
Yes. Nice. Blaze?
I am Blaze, playing your Orcish Warlock, Cage.
Okay. Ryu?
Free spring.
Yeah. Click.
At RyuSD, I am Wilfred Huntington. I said Huntington. No, I said Huntington. No. Wilfred Huntington. Part of the Hired Swords, and I support
I appreciate. I didn't even notice that earlier. I'm so sorry.
Are we talking about loot tables?
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah, the only one with your logo on it instead of mine. The one I made. Yeah.
Dang.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
everyone.
But I
Other
like
way
to
down.
play games, and I like to play this game.
Yeah. Cool. Sierra?
Hi all. Sierra, resident Yeetator over here. I am playing Vaughn, the Chronergy Wizard, as the screen told you guys. He's not done any Chronergy Wizardy stuff yet, but the screen told you guys that's what he is.
Very nice.
And I am here to have a good time and hopefully survive. So when I was rolling my dice, I rolled my d20s to test them. I rolled a 3, a 2, and then a 1.
Cool. Should we
Vaughn's
like?
gonna die.
Yeah, that could be kind of bad.
Kind of a countdown.
Yeah, we'll see.
We know.
I roll a 0, and then we'll see what happens. Roxy?
Hi, I'm Roxy Red at RoxyRed27 on the Twitters. I also participate in the Hired Swords, and tonight I'll be playing your rude girl, Volanthe, and hopefully more rudeness to come. Or maybe she will find love and a new friend. Who knows?
Was that an option?
I mean, maybe. Who
roll-
knows? We'll see
Roll
where
to
it
fall in
goes.
love. Roll to fall in love.
Right.
That's the rule.
How's a 6?
Mm,
You're
Nah.
staying facing. You're good.
yeah, okay. All right. And yes, you all know me. You're here for my stream. I'm Legundo. I play everyone else, but mostly Lady Kane, which is the main person that you're really interested in. So that's been happening. I'm going to be torturing these people through all sorts of craziness for the next few hours. So anyway, cool. I'd like to thank them all for participating in this specific brand of chaos. Oh. I love this. I love this. This is great. Sierra's just being mean. Sierra's being mean.
You didn't have to call me out like that. You could have just let it happen. You didn't have
Nah.
to call me out.
On blast. On blast. All right.
Do I have to eat this whole thing? Like, do I have to eat the butt?
No, you don't have to eat the butt, I don't think, has been the rule. You can cut off the mainly non-edible parts. And then the council will judge you. So. Last we left off, the 5 of you, having received magical invitations to the annual gala at the Emerald Palace, found your way to the castle through disparate means, auspicious entrances, and reuniting in one very specific case with a previous acquaintance. You made your way through the crowds and were taken to a little bit of a private concert that Lady Kane was singing for everybody, and upon the completion of her second song were accosted to unconsciousness. Find yourselves woken up in a study and offered to play a little bit of a game. Since then, a lot of people have died, and you've been working your way through the crowd, and there has been swords and guns and cannons and disguises and southern accents galore as you have worked your way through many, many, many members, as you found out, of the party as well, as 5 of you were all together. Dream, thank you for the 5 gifted. I don't know why, but in this layout, the alerts just don't work, and I don't know why.
That's a lettuce crunch.
Yeah,
in my book, boys.
So Nova, Cosmic, Kriggs, Aster, and
sorry,
Not
Patrick.
Skies all being yeeted into subscribers. I haven't seen you in a bit. We will talk to you a little bit later. So a reminder for everybody, this is a slightly less interactive stream than normal, but we'll make it work. So, as you've now split up, Cage, Wilfred, set up with 2 different groups of guards, one charmed, one tricked at the moment. The remaining 3 members of the party standing inside of a gala of a small art display where the paintings become just a little bit more disturbing the longer you look at them. Excuse me. Why don't we start? Why don't we start with Wilfred? So.
Oh, last we left, I was staring at my reflection.
Yes. So you, after I don't know what happened. Let's go this way. And a bunch of people grabbed you by the arms, made your way into another art display area where you saw this kind of cocky, supposed 3-time visitor of the Emerald Palace just standing slack in front of a large piece of like polished obsidian inside of a sandstone structure that stretched from floor to ceiling in the middle of the room. You looked into this piece of polished stone, and you did not see his reflection, but you did see yours. And you watched as you were looking up at his face, your reflection turned to face you. And that's where we left off. So, Wilfred, as you look at your reflection right now, the thing that is very obvious to you is that it is of you, not of the person that you are currently disguised as. So the disguise self spell that you have currently active on yourself, you look at the glass and you see your true face staring back at you. And you look down at yourself, and your disguised self is currently inactive. The 2 guards in the room, they just get the doors closed behind you. They turn. Wait! What do you do?
So I feel like just off of that moment from seeing myself turn at myself and just being Wilfred. Well, I never thought I'd be able to turn my own eye. And then as I like straighten myself up, and that would be the moment I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, you're like touching where your coat is, and you realize that you'd expect the illusion to be there, and you look down, and you're like, because you normally see like the just thinnest projection of your illusion over yourself, so you know the boundaries. That's not present in this moment.
Yeah. Oh my, you charming self, you.
2 of them are raising their crossbows.
I'll grab my gun slowly and turn around and blind fire.
Okay, roll 2 attacks for me, please.
Gunflinger.
So that is 11 and a 21.
Both hit. You actually roll damage.
Wow.
They are wearing ornamental robes. At least the stock guards are.
That
Pause.
is 11 and
Concern.
a 16 as I just
Yeah. Click, bam, bam. Fire both shots off. There was 11 damage and 16 damage.
yeah.
Cool. So, Cage, you're standing here having just charmed these 2 guards, right? And all of a sudden, you hear Margaret from across the hall. Bam, bam! And you're like, okay, all right. So, what are you doing?
I still have the one guy charmed, right?
You charmed both.
How close am I to the room that the others are in?
Maybe about across the hall, a little bit across, about 90 feet total.
I'm going to go knock on that door.
Okay, so you walk over to the door that you just heard the gunshots from. It is
Yeah.
not locked. Knock and
I
you like
open
try
it.
the handle. You open it.
right up.
Okay, you open the door and you see Wilfred standing there as Wilfred in this moment. The end of the pistol is just barely smoking a little bit as the second person finishes thump, falling over down to the ground.
And it's just him.
It's just him in the room. There are
dang
3
it,
dead
Huntington.
guards. There are 3 dead guards and a dead prince in this room. Just pum 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 pum, just bodies on the ground.
Well,
What'd you do, Huntington?
I lost my cover, and I had to cover my tracks. Is what I did. Not that it matters to you, since you have also been known to lose your cover.
That's fair, I suppose.
Is there
We need to
not
find the rest.
charismatic 3-time survivor in the room still?
Oh yeah, no, there's in the room, laying down on the floor.
Oh, I didn't know he was dead. Okay.
You're not there.
Sorry.
Have you seen the others?
I have not. They ran through that room in the hallway.
You're starting to hear
these
some
your-
footsteps heading in your direction.
I'll grab Margaret and do we have friends here?
I suppose they're coming if we don't leave now.
The 2 guards that you have charmed are like, "What are we doing? Where are we going?" Because they came with you.
There are others. We need to find them. Huntington, we gotta find the others.
That's Huntington, but
Huntington,
yeah,
we gotta find the others.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so are you walking out of the room as you?
No, I'm still disguised.
You are. I'm asking Wilfred right now. Your disguised self dropped.
Can that item be used multiple times?
Which
Oh,
the thing of disguised self that you have?
yes.
It has multiple charges, so yes, you could
Oh,
use it a
yeah.
second time. But then that's the last one you got.
Okay. I might turn myself into the prince, the boastful prince.
Okay. So you look down at the prince, you twist the ring on your finger, and you watch your form change. It makes you a little taller, or at least you appear a little taller. The same blonde hair, nice clothes, the silver armor down the shoulder, as you're now dressed as you're now illusorily dressed as the prince as you make your way across. All right. So, where are you 2 going? And are you bringing your 2 recently
Absolutely, I am.
mentally accosted friends?
Yeah, Steven and Stan are coming along. I
Okay.
am pretty set on finding where everyone else is, so I'm gonna have to assume they were back where we found the original bodies on the ground, where the crossbow was, where we had the first interactions with the guards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wilfred will point you to the door that he saw them go, since he stayed in that hallway.
He did.
And
Yeah.
He'll also ask, "What do you think? Does this fit me?"
Huntington, I think anything can fit you at this point.
As we actually step out of that door, you'll see this little spider-like cannon run up and go up my cane that I'm bringing with me.
Yeah.
You know, Huntington, you remind me a lot of my brother. But have I told you about him, my brother Nico?
I don't believe we actually spoke. So, did I tell you about this firearm that I keep with me?
You sure have. You sure have told me about Miss Margaret there.
Oh yes, a gentleman. So nice. He was so nice to bring it to me.
My brother passed. I'm just now a Nico-less cage. But I think you and I can get along quite nicely if we hang out and keep each other's cover.
Oh, it's quite generous of you to help out an old man like me.
Let's find the rest. I feel like we're gonna be in too much trouble if we hang around here too long. Let's be like Ghost Riders and make on.
So the two of you take a moment. You're gone in 60 seconds around the corner. You make your way. You're gone in 60 seconds. You make your way back to the area that you would watch Starbuck in this, or not Starbuck, Sirocco, in this glorious dance of swords and the static, for lack of a better explanation, cut down 8 of the guards. And Wilfred, easy enough, you look and you see the door that everybody ran to opposite, and you can easily lead Cage and the others towards that door. While that's happening, the 3 of you inside the painting, inside the gallery. Vaughn, you were the last to do anything inside of the room, blind throwing that firebolt as you all heard the painting. And as it started to burn, the crackles turned into laughs and the sound of waves and giggling. It went from whoosh to as the scream just echoed out over everything. That's the last thing to have happened in this room. What are the three of you doing?
Vaughn is looking around to make sure they're, like, not looking at paintings, but making sure there aren't any more.
At like a shielded glance to your eyes, there's maybe 11 other paintings in the room. You don't know which others have the same properties unless you were to really take a good look at any of them. Would you like to?
No.
Okay.
Vaughn is not playing dangerous games today. He already checked the other door, I think, right?
Do me a favor, make a perception check for me, please.
12.
12? So as you're looking around, your normally keen senses, you'd be attuned to catching all of these details. And if you were to have caught one of the details in the paintings, it would have enthralled your attention. But in that quick glance, one of the few times in D&D that you want to roll low, you don't actually pick up on anything. And you're able to successfully just look around without getting caught in any of the works of art in the room.
He goes, yeah, don't look at those, please.
I don't plan on it. And then you see Volanthe, she's just pacing back and forth. Where are they? What's taking them so long?
I mean, one of those seems to be a pretty loose cannon, so...
About this moment, you hear, bang, bang!
Hell
What was
fire
That way. Siroko's gonna walk towards the door and like try the handle.
Mm-hmm. You go to... The door is unlocked, but it won't open. It just... Like, it doesn't move.
I'm gonna try and like.
Who goes
drop
there?
it.
Is that the password?
No.
Okay, so it's Sirocco.
Vaughn yells out the door, who's there?
Sirocco's in the room with you.
No, I mean, yeah, but he's addressing whoever knocked.
No,
I
it was
thought that was
me.
the gun.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, that was the gun. You heard the gun
was
in the distance
the gun
right
going
after
off.
the... He's a loose cannon. Bang, bang. I'm trying to line this up temporarily. So,
All right. Siroko's gonna try and like muscle through the door.
okay, make a strength check.
Athletics, maybe?
Strength.
He's going to say the password under his breath.
A dirty 20.
Okay, so with the password said, you are able to rip the door open despite whatever puny magic Vaughn had put on this door.
I can't believe he would even bother to try and keep me in. And she's gonna toss the door like behind her and just walk out.
Okay, so
Watch where you're going.
So you rip the door open, not fully off its hinges, but open. You throw the doors open and full on girl boss walk your way out of there as Wilfred, Cage, and two guards. As the prince, Cage, as the prince and three guards are walking towards you.
Hi guys. What's going on?
Well, Sirocco, don't you just look blushing in this light?
It's weird.
You hear
I am
Wilfred's
blue.
voice. You hear Wilfred's voice from the prince's face.
I don't like that. What's up with your face?
Is it not pleasing to you, Miss Sirocco?
It's not. I have to be honest, none of that is. Who are they? I was just gonna point to the two guards that you guys have with you.
I'm still fully guarded out. You probably don't realize it's me unless you just realize it had to be me.
She's not looking that hard.
Fair.
Yeah, one of
As the
these
sword is drawn from behind your back.
Her
Vaughn
run
is
away.
behind her with a firebolt ready again.
One of these is Nico? No, Cage.
Oh my goodness. Alzheimer's has set in.
Those are two real different people. And in one of those scenarios, we have a problem. And it's...
It's me. I just hold my hand up. Right here. Green guy. Underneath all this.
Are you Nico?
Okay, then.
Oh, that's my dead brother.
Yeah, that's why I was worried.
That's right. I apologize.
And those
a
two.
moment.
These are my friends. I suppose they might do for a fair bit of questioning. I have them under a bit of a spell at the moment. And I'm going to escort them into the room and just shut the door if Wilfred follows behind me.
Who are these guys?
Apparently,
These are two
we have
guards.
an entourage.
They were the ones that were
Wait.
hunting us down.
Why did we make friends?
Well,
Yeah, why did we?
I have a feeling none of us really know why we're here. You guys received invitations to be here, and yet you don't know why you were here.
Did you not?
Not exactly, but let's not pay attention to the small semantics of why I'm here.
Did you follow me here?
I had
Where's
no idea
Wilfred?
you were even going to be here, frankly. It was just as surprising to me as it was to you, I'm sure.
All right.
Where's Wilfred?
She points.
Oh,
No, I don't like it either.
she kind of pulls her bow up a little bit at the sky, and then she slowly decides not to.
Yeah.
Now, that wouldn't be very, very kind of you, would it?
You hear
She's so-
very clearly Wilfred's voice out of the prince's face.
I'm at ease a little bit, but I am. What made you switch bodies? Is this even you? And she goes and she just pokes at him
Yes.
on the shoulder.
On the shoulder, you see the you poke at the shoulder pauldron, and you see like the first knuckle of your finger kind of disappear inside of the shoulder pauldron
She pulls her
before you
finger back.
actually hit shoulder.
Well, if this prince was not lying, then him being a 3-time champion of this game might be interesting to see what Miss Kane would reveal if they were in person.
Look, the way I see it is we can get some well-needed rest as well as maybe some potential answers. I'm going to pull the guards a little bit further into the room, and I'm going to go, yeehaw! And then I'm going to use my rope of entanglement. That's its magic word. Don't ask me. The shopkeep told me. That's what I got to use. And You're going to see a 30-foot rope just wrap around the guards and tangle them up in a state they're unable to move. They're kind of stuck there.
Full on, just it ties them both together, like full on old school Western tied across the train rack. It just loops around their bodies with their arms kind of tied in next to them. Actually, a little bit more effective than those comical versions, but that's the visual you get as you all heard this amazing yeehaw.
All right.
Why
Now, the
are
way
you
I
tying him
figure-
up?
that my charm isn't going to last forever, and if you have questions, these are going to be the only two that's, well, not got a chance to fight back while you are able to ask questions.
And then we'll.
Do we have time for a short rest in this? Out of curiosity. Fantastic.
You know what I mean. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think
Are
we
you
get
asking
it.
me am I picking up what you're putting down?
Yes.
What are you putting? I mean, maybe, yeah, I figure that's the case. I'll let you have your fun. It's whatever. I just need to know. I'm going to get right in the guard's face. Where is the study?
Where's the 3rd floor? She pushes him out of the way, and she gets in his face, and she's like, "Where's the 3rd floor?"
So he's about to, so are you pulling the mask off? Because they still have their masks on. Do you want to see who's under the mask? Do you
I'll
care?
pull it off so I can see
Okay.
directly into their eyes.
Okay. You pull off the mask and you see kind of a younger looking half-orc male, just kind of looking at you and calm with you, Cage. It's like, oh, hey. So the study is, as you get knocked out of the way, where's the third floor? And he's like, on top of the second floor. Like just.
All right, that's fair. I should have seen that coming.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get to the third floor?
The stairs?
Miss
Point me in the
Sirocco.
direction.
Blonte immediately slaps
they
the guy.
they look down at their bound hands and they're like, that way. And they
Sirocco
kind of
steps
like,
away.
they try to like, and lean.
This is getting nowhere. I need to know, where is the study? We'll get to the third floor. Don't worry, Sirocco. Where's the study?
Which study?
Ladies' study. Where does she keep her study? Her main study. I've only heard of one. Where is it?
It's on the second floor. It's hard to know. There's like an octagonal table in the room, a bunch of trophies and other things, and then this is like a door just off of there.
Second floor, just the door. That's all you can give me.
It's the only room with like this big, large table with like. It's the only room that looks like it. It has all sorts of things hanging on the walls.
If we were to exit this room, what direction or what stairway and direction would your friend here take?
And they kind of squint and they're like, I only just got here today. I'm here for the party?
Oh, we are too.
I'm here
I
for the
thought
party.
was
They
in there.
told us that you asked about the study. They said that's where the game would start?
So back where we were, the big table, the octagonal table, you're referring to that room.
I don't know if you were there, but that's where. That's
Is
the
that
only
where
study
you
they told
started
us
the
about.
game?
No. I was in the Great Hall,
Okay.
and then we had to find you.
That's fine. Sirocco, whatever you want to do, it's whatever. I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna go rest.
Okay, so you're all in this room. Is Oh,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, is everybody resting? So that if you're about to say something to do, that answers my question.
I would like to go up to one of the guys, the one that was talking about where he was last and just said that they were going to play a game.
Yeah.
What do you get out of this for the game? What do you win if you win?
Oh, she didn't make an insight check.
Oh my gosh, this Dale dice. 19 plus
19. Ooh, plus. Ooh.
20.
20s.
27, please. I'm inciting him real good.
I need everybody to talk for a second while I send Roxy a private message.
Wee.
I can't
Wow,
whisper
this
to
was
you.
Oh shit. I mean, half.
Secrets.
Well, do
I
you
have
all
a
like?
ruling.
Oh wow.
The
look
lettuce
at
is
that.
the lettuce is gone.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
great. Does everybody like Wilfred's?
Thank
new
you, Chief
figure?
Dirtbag.
Wilfred's voice is fairly well done. Vaughn does not have the patience for it.
I'm not sure Wilfred has the patience for Vaughn, but he hasn't had much time to deal with him.
Vaughn has anything that really needs with time. He doesn't need yours.
That's good, because
That was overly
not
pretentious,
offer
though.
any time.
Vaughn just is like sitting like in the corner, just meditating at that point.
So, as that's starting to happen, Roxy, what I just sent you, they start to talk, and they're just staring at you. And part of this I'm gonna verbalize, but I still wanted you to see it first. They start and they're like, well, she said. She said, and their voice locks up as you start to do that, and they're staring at you, and despite the rest of them being very calm and they're talking and everything else, the eyes are just fixed at you, and you can get this feeling by the point of view. And if I could put it into words, it's help, 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 help.
You
help.
see
Does the rest of the party
Volanthe.
see this?
You just see them talking to each other without being right up in their face. You wouldn't catch this.
I mean,
You
they're
just
not
see
being able to
Volante talking to the person. So
I am slightly terrified, and I don't know if something is killing them at this moment, so I just slug both of them in the face.
okay.
I just go poof, poof to knock them out, because 1, I'm scared, 2, I don't like it, 3, I feel like if I knock them unconscious, they won't be dead by the time I feel like she's done with them.
Me?
That's my insight.
I love it how, regardless of who you were referring to in that moment, it's probably true.
The answer is yes.
So, you watch Vaughn, specifically, since you asked. You watch Volante and this patron guard attendee talk for a few seconds. You watch them start to stutter and get a little stuck. And then Volante just falls on, just pops them in the face and knocks them out. Just out of nowhere. Just goes from conversation to a little bit of a stutter to whack.
Safe to say they're no longer charmed, yeah?
They're unconscious, but not charmed.
How long has
I
it
want
been?
to
Have I
ask
had
why.
long enough time for a short rest?
I mean, if you just sat down right before Volante started talking, it's been about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Volante, what did you do?
I think she's controlling them. I asked one simple question, and they started to talk, then stutter, then get crazy. I didn't like it. So
Vaughn
I
is going
just
to test this hypothesis and start to articulate why he's here. Is he
Okay.
able to?
Go ahead. I'll stop you if you say something you're not allowed to.
Well, I believe that if they don't know, if they aren't able to say why they're here or not, let's see if we can. So, I have a long-term goal. There is a path I'm pursuing, and I believe an artifact might to assist this journey I'm in might be here. So, if I make it through this night, I didn't know it would be this, I had no idea, but if I make it through this night, then maybe I will find something to help me get there.
get where?
I don't think where is the appropriate question.
When?
I'll find out.
You have no trouble articulating any of that. At no point do you feel pressured or stopped or anything along those lines.
Sirocco, why are you here?
I was invited.
She just came to murder people. That's what she likes doing.
I mean, I wouldn't say that I like doing it, but I don't not enjoy it. You know?
Huntington? What about you?
Well, I do agree, as you probably overheard me speaking to Kane, is I I came here with invitation.
And that pistol of yours, where did you get it?
I received it from a gentleman in El Sarion, and he was just so interesting, the way that he was. I just appreciate.
Has it been enough for a short rest yet?
You're really pushing for it. So here's the question: if you're trying to get for a short rest while you're having this conversation,
I mean,
is anybody
I got
keeping
Wilfred
watch?
to talk about his pistol. It's been at
Yeah,
least
that's-
25
that's-
Oh,
minutes.
okay, that is true. All right, sorry, I didn't realize that's what you were going for. Where you're like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Oh, if they're short resting, Sirocco is just like pacing back and forth, like whipping her sword around, like just like looping it and like
Just practicing. Swoosh, 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 swoosh.
not really. She's being like super like flashy. She's not doing anything that would actually be of value in combat. She's just looking cool.
Showing off. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make a performance
she's
check
on
with
watch.
make a performance check with advantage.
Okay.
You cut
I
your
do
own
that.
arm off.
Slice.
My performance is +2, so
Yeah. Just, how flashy do you
Alright.
look?
well that is 9 + 2, 11. I am rolling the dice that Lagundo made me for Sirocco.
Oh no.
Nice.
Ooh, 14 + 2, 16.
16 looks pretty dope. Looks pretty dope.
Mhm.
At one point in time, you're like,
Didn't need to roll to know that.
yeah, but it looks pretty dope. At one point in time, in the middle of your styling, right, you have this one brief moment where your heel catches on a small part of your dress that was ripped when somebody else was so inconsiderate to fall onto it and die. So you had to like tear it off a little bit just there, just barely, just a small little thing. But other than that, no, pretty great.
I feel like Wilfred would get a little excited watching this, and he'll start like explaining and trying to flip and do a couple of tricks with his firearm. his
Do me a favor and
revolver.
also make a performance check with advantage. And also,
Wow.
Sirocco, since you're on watch, make a perception check for me, please.
I'm gonna do that. She busy.
That's it.
She's so busy. What's the 5 + 5, 10?
Okay.
That's a 15 from Wilfred.
You've known how to use this weapon for a very long time, for the 9 months since you've acquired it, right? Like, you got it figured out. You're good. You're able to flip it around, like hit the hammer, fend the hammer. You never fire because you don't want to give away your position, but you're able to get it all managed with a
And,
10 perception. Oh, sorry.
I would say if anybody actually pays attention to it, there could be an interesting thing about the gun. But that's it. Yeah.
Vaughn is meditating. He does not care.
Okay. Volante? Anything you want to do during this time where you're all going to attempt to take a short rest?
He probably goes over to Cage. You seem to have a level shoulder. I'm not here to do anything wrong. I'm just here to do the honorable thing. And what I think is the right thing.
I'm not here at all.
Where are you?
Okay. Just dropping an existential crisis. Okay.
Cage disappears out of the campaign.
Bye.
Bye.
Augers in chat. See you later.
Yeah.
I'm not here at all. Let's be real. I didn't receive an invite, but I'm here. My methods aren't exactly good, but I understand where you're coming from, at least.
I see.
The way I see it, we're not a team here. in this building, in this game, whatever this is. We're not a team. It really feels everyone for themselves. But you can rest assured I will do everything I can to make sure this group is, I guess, as safe as possible, but understand it's only because it's the best chance I have to achieve my goals.
She does the slight head bow. I have your back. As if mine, I hope. Because Vonthe's now starting to feel like she can't trust anyone. But she's gonna try this guy.
Okay.
She doesn't trust Wilfred. I mean, he just ended up changing his looks overnight. Vaughn has something... He seems more sus after locking the door, which could have protected us. And what he said, I should say. And Soroka seems carefree. She probably stole something from the lady, or is about to. And she hasn't seen anything.
Transparent person here.
Hey, it's Vontae, not me. I like you, girl.
Girl's got a point.
It's the most transparent people that are usually the most sus. Let's be real.
That's true.
Okay. So, sounds good.
Walk away.
Vaughn, you're meditating. You're whipping the pistol around. How long did this guy's self last? 10 minutes, I think?
Mine is already off. I'm back to myself.
You're back to yourself. Wilfred? Is it 10 minutes?
It's an hour.
It's an hour. Okay. So you
Uh,
cast it.
Yeah.
You cast it before you're getting in. So right as you're hitting the end of that hour mark, right? Everybody's been relaxing, stretching. You all get a short rest. So go ahead and mark that off, and you can roll hit dice to recover health if you would care to do so.
Are the guards still unconscious?
Oh yeah, that was a good punch. And they're not adventurers, so well, movie physics. They've been unconscious. I'm not gonna pull an archer where they're unconscious for more than 15 seconds. They're like, that's really bad. That's a sign of permanent brain damage. This is really terrifying. No, it's movie unconsciousness where they're just out from one punch for like an hour or two.
Fair.
So,
Do they all successfully do a short rest?
you all successfully do a short rest. You can roll your hit dice. You can re-up your spells. Anything else you want to do. Right as that's... So let me know when everybody's done, and then we'll move on.
As we are still relaxing and resting and having conversation with Volante, I am going to mention that, look, there may be a point in time when I have to take care of something. I will not be far, but I'll be in touch. Just keep an open mind.
Sounds
Just
good.
a little tidbit for her.
Okay. Sounds good.
She's a little sus.
So as that hour comes to a close, you all finish your short rest. You hear on the arcane locked door. And I realize Discord is making it so you all can't hear me. Hold on 2 seconds. I'll just change the settings so you can hear it. I can do my sound effects and they can hear me too. Voice and video. Noise suppression. Off. Cool. Can you hear me now? And it sounds like somebody is throwing their shoulder into the arcane locked door in this moment. A few seconds later, you start to hear a couple different voices. Looks like they've cleared all the other rooms.
Vaughn
This
stands
might-
up. Tell me, do you want to evaporate them? Do you want to slice them into pieces smaller than their fingers? I don't know. I can't be smart right now.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna say, "Come along, little doggy," and that rope is gonna wind back up and head back my direction.
Why
And I'm gonna pocket it and I'm gonna say, "Volante, this is very likely my moment. Just like I said, keep an open mind." And I'm gonna walk over to the door.
Are we
Okay.
opening
So
this
you walk
then?
to the door that everybody's banging on. Hands on the handles.
I
Also,
cast invisibility.
Oh, okay. So you all watch Kane take 2 steps towards the door and then disappear from view.
I'm opening the door in 3.
As you're about to open the door, a different Eldritch cannon appears on my cane, and it fires, but not at the door. Let's see here. It's called the Protector. So everybody in the area is going to receive 8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Just because I don't want to second change you from that, we'll flip the order of those. So Cage, you get the 8
Okay.
as well, because if
It's
not,
it's a 10-foot radius.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll say you tap the cane right before Cage went off and did his thing. All right, so everybody has 8
Sorry.
temporary hit points. Also, your disguise self at this point would drop because you're hitting that hour mark. So Wilfred is Wilfred again.
And
As
you-
you're
you
all-
see him straighten himself up whenever he stands.
Yeah, straighten yourself up. You like glance in a little mirror, polish yourself off. Everything else, you're good to go. Looking good. So you have no cannon up. Everybody's ready. The door is about to be opened. You're invisible. What's
Vaughn,
everybody doing?
Firebolt ready?
I'm
I
hanging
have my
out.
bow ready.
I'm hanging out around the edge of the door, so whenever it opens, it doesn't open directly at me. I'm just kind of hugging the wall to the side of it.
Okay.
Vaughn says the password under his breath as he times it as they're about to ram into it again. Click.
And 4 guards spill out of the ground onto the floor in front of you. Roll your attacks, everybody.
Wee.
Is there anyone behind the guards?
Nope. You
Are
poured
they?
out.
They're pretty good and
There's-
down, like they're down for the count.
The 4 came in and they stumbled and they kind of like dropped to the ground, or one's on one knee instead of fully prone, as the 4 of them burst into the room. You have
I run
enough space.
Full blast. I
Make-
run full blast to the opening, the room we started in.
Make a stealth check with advantage, please, to
All right.
see how well you're able to navigate the remainder of the group.
I rolled 19.
19. Easy enough. You're able to. There's a few moments where even though you're invisible, you have to like press
wait.
yourself up against a wall.
24, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, even better. So you have to like press yourself up against a wall as a group of 2 runs past. You make your way through. You hear the random barks of video game guards as they're screaming to each other. Over this way. I heard something. Come this way. As people are clearing through. Make a perception check for me.
Sure.
Did you say there were 4?
4.
More on the way?
There's 4 that were in the room. They passed through like a couple. They're trying to clear the house.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's just this one group found a door that they couldn't open, and they're the ones who burst into the room that you're in.
I didn't know
13
if they
plus
bring-
5, 18.
18. As you're making your way through and you hit
Making my way.
making my way, you get up the stairs and you skirt around a group. You duck into a room that you had not yet been in, just for a few seconds, like a half of a second. Then you make your way back out. As you make your way back out, as people are heading off, you just barely hear like this little bit of music playing in the hall. Just like da 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 da. So you just
Do I
hear just
recognize
like
that
this
as
little
the
bit
song
of
that entranced us?
yeah, I'd say it would be somewhat close to mine. You just hear like this little bit of like a piano chord just barely echoing through the halls.
Okay.
But you're starting to hear a little bit of that. You make your way through and forward and back into the room where you all began this quest. And as you step through those doors, the 4 of you, what did you roll for your attacks?
Any order you want?
And did anybody roll under an 11?
No.
Did anybody roll under 10 damage?
I did. I rolled 9 damage.
Okay, so you kill 3 of them, and 1 of them is on their last legs.
Hold on. I'm gonna reroll it. Oh no! No!
It fell.
I'll
Alright,
shoot
fine.
an arrow.
I need chat's jurisdiction on something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, chat's being called into the ring.
I can't let us this. I just can't. May I please
No.
in the club?
They said I didn't have to let us this.
They're saying eat it. You can
Girl,
pick
it-
off the rotted. You can pick off the funky looking parts, but you gotta get through the rest of it.
I rolled
Alright.
a 21 to attack the last guy.
Oh yeah, that hits,
No.
and you do any damage, they're dead. So,
To 11. Great.
oh
I
yeah,
shoot the
Very
arrow
bad.
straight through him.
straight into the neck and then down the body. And it doesn't exit because it's just parallel with the rest of everything. That's brutal. You hear this slightest little whimper, a female voice just cries out for just a half of a second, and the body goes limp. What are you four doing as you're now exposed?
So
Murdering.
I'm assuming by what you said there are more guards outside.
There are several parties making their way through the building, attempting to be the group that finds you.
They're going upstairs, I think. He looks He looks over at Sirocco for that verification. We're going upstairs.
Okay.
Well,
He takes that as a yes.
well, I mean, we're fairly safe right here, but we can go upstairs as needed.
If we start making our way,
Make it my way.
Make him away.
Volante's gonna walk to the person that she just skewered,
Yep.
and she's just gonna look down at them and feel bad, but she has other priorities.
Easy enough.
At that, I'm in the room. Is anyone in the room with me?
Give me
I'm
one.
walking out.
Give me 1 second. So where are you all heading? Are you all heading to the study that you had heard about, or are you heading somewhere else? And
I thought we
Wilfred's
were gonna
just
go to the
follow
study.
at this point.
Vaughn is trying to find the study. He's going to take initiative.
And that's where I
will
would go.
entirely depend upon if at the top of those stairs is another set of stairs.
there is.
Oh, I'm going to the third floor.
Okay.
No
so
question.
So as you ascend the first set of stairs, Volanthe, Vaughn, you break off towards the study where you started this room. Wilfred, you notice just out of the corner of your eye, Sirocco loops right back around and is going up. Where are you going?
Sirocco, I just think this is a bad idea, but I'll follow if that's where you're gonna go.
So Wilfred's going with Sirocco.
Vaughn is following.
Vaughn's following to the third floor? You were going to the study just a second ago.
No, he was following. He's taking initiative if no one else did, but Sirocco's taking initiative, so he's following.
She knows what she wants.
Okay. So the three of you are now heading upstairs. Volanthe, you walk into the room. To answer your question, Cage, you have about a minute or two before Volanthe would make their way in. What are you looking for?
While I'm in that room and it's just me, if there's no one else in the room, I'm going to hold my hand out in front of me, and on my hand, on my pinky finger, will be a ring. On that ring, I'm going to hold it out and activate it. It is a ring of secrets. It will tell me if within 30 feet of me there is a trap door or hidden secret.
So,
Oh, it's
In this-
important information.
in the center of this octagonal table, your eyes flash and you see this kind of yellow, orange, red kind of gradient, highlighting three little panels in this center octagonal wooden pattern. That instinctually you know, oh, if I press these down, because of the enchantment on the ring, if I press these down, something's gonna happen. So there's these three octagons in the center of this ornate multi-wood carving piece, just in the
press
center of
one.
the table. You press one and you hear
Nothing apparent happens with the click. I press another. I press the last.
and one of the bookcases, funny enough, the one that you had looted just a little bit earlier, you hear a
I quickly cast message to Volante and I say, "How's it going in that room? You can reply back. This is simply just you in your head."
As Volante, you're booking it to the study, you hear Cage's voice in your head.
I slightly slow down. I haven't made it yet. That foolish girl of yours went to the 3rd floor. And
Did
Those are
Did
fighting
she
words.
leave from the room you left in? I reply with message.
Yep.
Yes. And she even makes that face while she's running.
Yes. As about now, Cage, you start hearing somebody run, making their way to you.
Making the way.
Making their way.
Please keep an eye on her. It's imperative you keep an eye on her.
But I
I
just
swear to
got
God.
the study.
As you hear, as Volante comes in the door.
You don't
Smack
see
my
me
hand
because I'm
down on
still
top of a
invisible, but you
dice.
see,
Ow.
you see the bookshelf down.
Yep.
What's in here? And she walks towards the bookshelf.
Okay. Cage, you respond at all?
I just say, please try not to step on my toes. I'm right here.
She backs up.
Yep.
Oh. Before she talks, do I know where my thing of sorts, whether it be
You didn't have a general idea. All you knew is the thing
Alright.
that you were looking for is something that the lady keeps relatively close to her. So, given everything you've learned,
probably on the 3rd floor.
either on the 3rd floor or in this room of trophies. It's hard to say. It's a 50-50 shot.
I look everywhere trying to find Cage to talk to him.
Right here.
How-
Right here. No, left.
Eventually
Right.
smack into each other. Like you bump check shoulders and then you're good to go.
Oh, and she feels how foolish is this girl? Why aren't you watching her?
Why are you so obsessed with me?
You hear
Yeah.
somehow through the ether.
I reply back with a message. Leave me alone.
Out of my head.
Oh my god.
Living
I had no
rent-free
idea she
in
was
your
even
head.
going to be here, Volante. I had no idea any of you were. This was simply a last resort for me. I've heard rumors, and here I am. I told you before, I'm going to do what I need to do, and I will help you out as best I can, providing that it achieves my goal.
I pull out 5 pieces of gold and I put it in my hand and I put my hand out for a handshake. If you find me this vial that the lady keeps, could you snag it for me? A life depends on it.
You have my word.
And I will shake hands with him, passing the gold from
And you
said
see the
hand.
gold vanish into a pocket that is unseen.
So a deal made.
I bow, and then I run to the 3rd floor. And
Okay.
I go backwards. I
Okay.
Backtrace. Backtrace.
I'm going to investigate the area.
Okay, so we'll stick with this place for just a little while longer before cutting to the 3rd floor crew because I don't want to cut this off right here. Volante leaves. Cage, you're alone in the room with only your thoughts and that occasionally twitching beholder eye. You're just like, despite you being invisible, it's staring straight at you.
I
Like,
wave.
It occasionally as you wave, it goes like just like.
I just kind of smirk, and then I just. wanna
If you
see
could
what else
watch
is in that room.
if you could watch an eyeball smile, it would. So this beholder eye is just like it's locked onto you in the moment. You're alone in the room. You don't need to make a check.
I'm gonna come back and save you, eyeball.
You make your way through the bookcase.
It's my
Yeah,
favorite.
I'm gonna go make my way through the
Friendships
book. Make my
were
way.
made.
Making my way through the bookcase.
Oh my God.
Are you proceeding stealth? Well, I mean, you're invisible.
I'm still invisible, but I'm
Okay.
gonna be as stealthy as possible, I guess, if there's something.
Okay. You make your way through. Goddamn. You make your way through, and you start stepping. You step out of the public study into immediately 5 or 10 feet past the 5 or 10 feet past the bookcases. It turns to stacked stone walls. There's a circular staircase leading down.
Okay.
Continue down. You end up in a simple stone room, 20 feet by 20 feet, light torchlight throughout the entire space. There was this flash right before you woke up in the room of a similar stone room. You weren't sure how close together or if it was a figment of your imagination, but there was just this moment in this room before being where you were upstairs. Off of it are a few separate doors. As you make from the staircase, there's 2. One you can clearly see leads to a row of cells, barred cells. Do me a favor, make a history check for me, quick.
Sure. Well, you're not gonna believe natural 20.
Hey! So right before you woke up, there was this flash of being in this room instead. You catch moments of standing in the room, somebody standing over you in kind of blue and silver robes, like a platinum medallion on their chests, but it's clouded. It's hard to see what it was. Sitting in a chair here for a moment. In your mind's eye, you're looking around. You're not restrained. You're just sitting there calmly. You just remember sitting there calmly, waiting for a while. Walking up the stairs of your own accord, sitting down in the study, and that's when your memory kicks back in. But just being in the room re-triggers that thought of that's something that you had pushed out for just a little bit. You look around the room, you see the rooms with the little barred cells, and then you see a large double light wood door directly like off to your left. Going through.
Yep.
The doors are unlocked. You enter into the space. You enter into the space, and the room shifts again from simple stone. What you guess is kind of the interior of a wall or a column that's just been carved out, to another study-like space. Similar octagonal table. No entrances or exits to this room except for the one that you just came through. The difference is the items stored on the walls. There's some plaques, a few things. You see a large kind of Goliath-looking shoulders and head bust almost, mounted on a huge plaque on the wall. Not metal or stone or anything. It's a Goliath. The top quarter of one mounted on the wall. A few other knickknacks and everything else. There's a large ebony desk in the middle of the room, on which you see 3 or 4 small glass cases. One of them, inside, you see a chunk of amber with a scroll inside. Your original target when attempting to make it your way here. A singular spell able to heal any injury, cure any disease, prevent any catastrophe, or undo one death. This is the item that you originally intended to get when you acquired your invitation to the Emerald Palace. sitting bare on the desk right in front of you.
I have no reason but to run as fast as I can and try to grab it.
Okay. You touch your hand
It's
onto...
it's my one chance to bring Nico back.
Okay. You run across the room. You touch your hand onto the glass. You go to the like crystalline glass that's like over it. You go to lift it up. Okay, so the 4 of you, you're on your way to the 3rd floor.
Hold on. Chat has
There are too many
coined that
questions we have.
Nicomancy.
That's amazing.
That's really good.
I'm losing it.
So, the 4 of you, you're on your way to the 3rd floor. We'll get back to what you see in just a minute. The 4 of you are on your way to the on your way to the 3rd floor. You ascend a set of stairs. There's 3 attendees in the similar masks and robes. I'm not gonna make you roll. Y'all are way too good at killing these people. So you have a moment. Firebolt, arcane cannon, I cast murder, and you cut them all down. You make your way up to the more lavishly decorated 3rd floor. There's far more everything around, as far as you can see. There's statues out of a silver-looking metal just sitting there. Upon closer inspection, just walking up, Sirocco, you have a very trained eye for art pieces of this value. You like rub your thumb on it a little bit, like just slide it on your lip. It's platinum. It's solid platinum.
I do want to make a note that the second her foot hits the 3rd floor, she just starts cackling.
Okay. Do me a favor. The 4 of you, make a perception check for me, please.
Vaughn is also staying back out of the way of an initial attack.
Okay.
Did you know I can set things on fire with my touch?
Hey.
17.
17.
27.
27. Ooh.
Still
Girl's
dice.
perceiving me.
What did the other 2 of you get? I didn't hear. Wilfred, what was your perception check?
Mine was a 17.
17 as well. Oh, okay, so 2 you got 17s. Soroka?
Oh, I'm perceiving? I
Yeah.
thought they were perceiving me.
No, perceiving you.
I rolled a 17 plus, I think.
All of you start to hear, as you make your way up now with that perception check, as you're here, you hear grand piano, and you hear the da 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 being played.
There's a piano in sight.
Not immediately.
The moment Vaughn sees a piano, he's burning that to the ground.
Okay. But you start to hear...
As much as that pains Sierra, the player.
At the moment, no piano in sight. You see Sirocco standing in front of this, what is apparently a solid platinum
He tried
statue.
to lift it.
Make a strength check for me.
I think that's when I would come into the scene.
Yeah, that's about when you would make your way up the stairs.
Make him away.
I rolled a 2 plus
Yeah.
3.
Uh-oh.
You feel a slight twinge of pain in your back, as you are
Oh.
moderately sure you might have slightly slipped a disc. Not
Ah.
enough where it's gonna impede you at all, but if you try to push it, it's gonna
Yeah.
hurt.
I'm not using my scroll to heal your back.
I didn't ask you to. Sir? Sir in the dungeon?
You scream through 4 floors. So before you make your way through,
Roll for age.
we all know roughly how old all of these characters are. Now Volante, you make your way up to the top of the stairs.
What are you doing?
When does anything she's done make sense?
What do you mean?
Put it-
I'm trying to...
This is a
Anyone welcome
full
back.
body size statue, by the way. This is like a person.
It just looks like she's hugging it.
Yeah. At the moment, you're just hugging it.
Volanthe just makes his face at her. I soon hear the piano. Do I know what direction it comes from?
With a 27? Yeah, I'd say you probably have a better shot at everybody else. Down the hall slightly, and then it's kind of wrapping around a corner to your left. You can kind of just barely catch it bouncing and making its way across to you all.
She slowly turns, and she's gonna stealthily walk towards that sound.
Okay.
On flanks
Not
her.
gonna tell anyone.
I would
Hopefully
like
people see.
stealth checks from Volanthe and whoever's going with her.
I think Wilfred would finally
My
notice that
God.
tear in Siroko's dress as she's standing there hugging the
Nat 20.
the statue. And
How are you
I'm
perceiving my dress? Because if it's
I'm-
too hard, I'm gonna stab you.
sorry. Oh, let me help you with that. And he's gonna cast mending on that
Nice.
part of her dress.
Good save. Good save.
Madam, a madam such as you should never go uncouth like.
She's like staring through you. Where did they go? And she's gonna like look around for them.
Natural 20.
24.
We are silent.
These dice aren't lying tonight.
Yes, I think
Tail dice?
Wi-
Tail
Wilfred
dice.
would literally just say, "Well, there's really only two ways in this room."
So, you make your way. So you just barely, and I'm talking just barely, catch sight of your two party members. Volanthe, bow half drawn. Vaughn with the firebolt like still coursing down his arm a little bit. Stealthing their way across the hall. Volanthe at the lead, heading down and angling their way into another
No.
area of the third floor.
She's gonna go, wait for me! And she's gonna hoof it after them with her sword drawn.
Oh my god, this girl.
Whoa, whoa,
It was their
whoa,
best life.
whoa, whoa. Making their way. So, make my way. You start hoofing it, and you get there, and Wilfred, are you going too? Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just going?
I think you're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
I'm just following slowly. I'm in no rush. We have the whole night, right?
Okay. So
Who
you
are
just
you?
you're just taking a nice lovely jaunt, spinning the cane a little bit. Sirocco, you're starting to book it. They had a decent lead on you. As the two of you crest the corner, you make your way and you see it's a T intersection of the hallway. There's doors in front of you. Open hallway to the right, which looks like it leads to a large room with like a the doors are currently open. There's a huge 4-poster bed off on one side, like large red silks that have been draped and moved around the whole space. Beautiful. And then you look off to your left and you see a large slightly domed room with archways set up everywhere. There's a few different instruments and objects strewn throughout the room, and near the center of it, playing on a beautiful jet black ebony piano, you see a familiar red dress, long blonde hair, as she's facing away from you.
Von Holt.
Da-da, dun, da-dun. Dun, da-dun, da-dun. You should really join me.
I'm not going to. I'm going to the bedroom.
That's where she
Okay.
is.
So,
She's at the piano.
she's standing there and she just says out, "You should really join me." Do you just go the other direction?
Yep.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
I am lucky enough
Am-
to not be able to hear this, I'm assuming.
No.
Am I going to be charmed or frightened? If so, I get advantage.
Technically, yes. So.
Well, good. It was a 2 or 6 plus 5. So,
Oh my
11.
11.
Not
Okay.
enough.
So you go to take 2 steps towards. So you were pressed up against the wall. You go to take 2 steps towards the wall, and all you hear is, "I said, join me." Have you seen Dune?
No, I haven't.
Damn. Okay, so
I plan on it.
there's a moment in the movie. I'm not gonna spoil this too much for you, but imagine the Dune version of a Jedi mind trick, where you hear the sound
Okay.
before you perceive it happening. Your vision tunnels down to a pinpoint, and you feel your body moving kind of without your own will and your own intent. Vaughn, you watch Volanthe take 2 steps, stop, and eyes wide, moving as fast as she possibly can, sprints down the hallway towards
Vaughn
Lady
grabbed
Kane.
her arm immediately.
Make a strength check for me.
He's not going to succeed, probably.
Make a strength check for me, please.
Love it.
7.
7. You grab her arm.
Wait.
You
Pause. I am not going to do that. I'm going to cast Momentary Stace C16.
wait. Hold on. I heard nothing of that because your camera froze in a amazing point of poetry.
So great.
Yeah, his camera died. His camera froze. How perfect is it that his camera froze?
He
lady-
failed his own save.
He failed his own save. That's what happened.
No, I don't want him to fail.
He is a robot.
But Vaughn casts Momentary Stasis on Valentine.
Okay. DC,
16. Con.
make a Constitution saving throw, please. You cannot choose to fail in this instance.
Me or him?
Yes, you cannot choose to fail.
Oh. 13 plus
Fail.
3.
Oh, meets speed.
16. You cast the spell and you watch. There is one reality in which that would have worked. As you watch that version of Volanthe freeze in place, and then another continues forward, and you realize, oh wait, that's the real one. As this one decays down into shadow and goes away, as Volanthe is just booking it down the hallway towards Lady Kane.
Oh no.
Oh no.
As
I guess we should have went seen her.
As Sirocco, you're thump, 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 you're running down. You watch Volanthe turn left. You watch Vaughn do something, and it doesn't seem to immediately take effect.
Mhm.
The 3 of you are approaching that intersection. What are you doing?
Mhm. I'm going, yes.
Left?
Yeah.
Okay. You go,
Yeah,
and you
that's all right.
just run straight around the corner, and you're heading down.
Mhm.
Vaughn, where are you going?
He's
I go,
standing
"Hey."
still.
He's standing still. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Uh-oh.
Not enough.
Not enough?
I mean, 11's not enough, so.
You just hear in the back of your head, I'm waiting. And you feel compelled, and you feel yourself stand up and turn and walk down the hallway.
Sorka, if you wouldn't mind saving us, please. And, Wilfred, while you're at it.
Wilfred, about now
Oh,
is
now
when
I
you...
can be trusted.
Wilfred, you make
If you
your way.
don't mind.
You make your way to the intersection. Where are you going?
He looked both directions, and I said this would be a bad idea. And he's gonna try to go the opposite direction.
Okay.
We.
You go to take a few steps in that way, and you hear this voice in the back of your head. You look around, see, and then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage, please.
That's 17 plus something, and that is only a 10 plus something. So I think that's 13 wisdom. Hold on, let me double check. 15.
Okay, 15. You just hear in your voice, just like, this way, this way.
And start heading that way.
Yeah, you turn around and you just start walking.
Voluntarily does it.
You just start walking.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush.
Yeah, you're just making your way.
Make a moment.
There it was. So, while that's happening, and the four of you head to meet Lady Kane, we're gonna take a quick break. We will be right back.
Second head of lettuce.
Oh,
You
so
spicy
excited.
boy.
We'll be right back in just a few minutes to see where this transpires to, everybody. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, why not do !KS and learn about the beautiful Loot Tables Character Tracker Kickstarter, which is currently helping all of them manage their characters, especially for combat, which is about to potentially happen.
And I am nowhere to be found.
No, you're not. As party got split, this is going to be interesting. As we all figure out what's going to happen, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Everybody here is going to take a quick break, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Be right back, everybody. Now that the world is opening up a little bit more and people are returning to an actual physical table for their D&D or other tabletop games, it's time to make more stuff to make that return to physical play that much more exciting. I've really gotten used to playing online on a virtual tabletop where changing my health or marking my spell slots is as easy as clicking a button. And I think back to the days when I had a pencil and paper character sheet or a laminated piece of paper, and I would be ticking it off with a white erase marker. It was a little unruly, and it never really felt like the best that it possibly could be. So, I made this. Welcome to Loot Table's third Kickstarter, where I'm introducing the acrylic character tracker sheets. These cards are exactly the same size as a Dual Vault for reasons that we'll talk about in a few months, probably. But they serve as an easy, quick reference card for the stats that you have that change the most when playing your favorite tabletop game, specifically for our first round D&D 5e. There is one of these cards for each of the 13 classes available in 5th edition, as well as an additional variant that is mainly designed for supporting DMs when running combat with multiple characters. All of them track your HP, AC, movement speed, whether or not you have inspiration for balancing a d20 right in there, as well as important class features. For the Warlock, it's your grand total of 4 spell slots. Wizards have just a few more spell slots allowed to be tracked right here, as well as their spell save DC. For Artificers, it's about your spell slots, but you're a half caster, so there's not as many, as well as your infusions, of which the maximum is 6. Druids are full casters, but also have wild shapes. Max of 2, unless you're level 20, in which case you break all the rules of D&D anyway, and you're ridiculously overpowered, and everybody sleeps on the Druid class, they just don't know what hit them. All of these are engraved on the back, which means you're writing on a perfectly smooth surface, and it's acrylic, so it's non-porous, so you can use wet or dry erase markers, or heck, I've used Crayola markers on these things from my kids' toolbox just to test how resilient they are. They wipe away with as simple as a Clorox wipe or a wet paper towel. But we're not only offering the character tracker sheets, we are also offering character engraved versions of the classic Loot Tables Dual Vault. Now, this will only be available in a sub-selection of our core woods, those being cherry, black walnut, aromatic cedar, mahogany, and purple heart. Those 5 woods take engraving extremely well and provide a pretty good selection of color and grain choices for all of the woods that are normally available from loot tables. Don't worry, you have the character class right here. We're going to be hiding the loot table swords right here on the back. Character trackers start at $20 in the Kickstarter. Dice vaults start at $30, all of which is discounted from retail pricing on the loottables.com store. We have several stretch goals, including making these character icons also into things like t-shirts and bottle opener cards. I'm leaning into making these a universal way to rep your class in a new and unique art style. So why Kickstarter and why right now? Well, the answer to that is pretty simple. A lot of the designs that we have are amazing and look great when you look at them in a PNG, on your desktop, or on your computer, but they don't exactly one-to-one translate to laser engraving. And doing a project like this is a matter of scale. Running one of these sheets through my laser engraver and running 5 is practically the same thing. It just runs for a little bit longer, but a lot of these need just final tweaks and changes and modifications to get them ready for laser engraving, whether that's converting them to SVG or making substantial changes to the actual icons themselves to make them more laser engraving friendly. You wouldn't think that just one extra curved line would make it run twice as long on a machine, but it does. It very much does. So the Kickstarter is primarily there to pay for the time to do that and to buy the resources to make all of this work. I already know how my laser engraver works. I've already successfully fulfilled 2 separate Kickstarters that were pretty decent size in scale, and I've been able to do all of that basically on my own. So I'm foreseeing risks to be pretty dang low. I'm super excited for this project, and I cannot wait for you all to grab one of these character trackers, whip it out at your table, and show the coolest new way to track your stats in a renewable, sustainable way. If you back on the first day, you get the day 1 edition. If you back at all, you'll get a Kickstarter edition. And all of this just goes in support of continuing the dream to be able to do this full time. So go check out the campaign, check out all of the stretch goals that we have planned. Keep an eye on Loot Tables on Twitter, Instagram, and on loottables.com for updates as we lead into the launch of this campaign on November 5th. And go check out a D&D 2-shot that I've done over on Twitch, the first of which is releasing tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/Lagundo. And then the second chapter is on the 5th, on the day the Kickstarter launches. I am super excited for this one. I hope you all are too. It's a brand new dimension for me to be playing into, and I can't wait for us to go on this journey together. Be good to each other, everybody, and I'll see you on Kickstarter. Okay. All right. Everybody. All right, everybody. We're back. Legs, explain. What do you mean? What do you mean explain? What do you mean explain? We're about to roll some dice and kill some party members. I mean monsters. That's totally fine. They'll be fine. It's totally fine. They'll be totally fine. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what's about to happen. It's totally okay. I hope you all are enjoying this slightly different adventure in, excuse me, this slightly different kind of thing for me than what I've normally been doing. We'll see. We'll see what's about to happen. Cool. So, I'm going to pull up a little notepad because I'm going to need that very briefly in just a moment. So, everybody, and all of them, hello, we are back.
Hello again.
All right.
Hello.
Don't mind me singing the song, because the song is a banger.
Devil's on the Doorstep 2 by Frederick Erikstrom. I'm using some slightly different playlists from the same place that we normally get our music to set up today. So, before we go to what's happening upstairs, Cage.
Sir.
Your fingers touch the glass, there's this
I die.
moment of electric anticipation. You're almost expecting some last gotcha, some last trap, something, some last obstacle in your way. But you go to lift the glass. It raises as you do so, and sitting there floating just above this little pedestal on the desk is the object of your desires.
I grab it immediately.
This is everything you came here for.
I could leave right now. I
Will you?
put it in my pocket and I try to reach
Yeah.
out with message to Volante and I say, where are you?
Can she even respond?
You hear back in your voice. You hear back in your head. Oh my darling, you got separated.
I reply back, yeah, that's what I figured.
Would you join us, please?
I look around the room. Is there anything else that looks of value? The vial that was mentioned to me. Anything before I know that I'm basically going to have to succumb to some kind of magic as I have already here.
Make a perception check, please.
I would like. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, make a perception check.
14 plus 5, 19.
19. You see several other artifacts of some kind around the room. You don't see a vial per se, like no potions or anything sitting around. But
I still have a certain contract.
you do.
How do I activate said contract?
You would have to give it in person to the officers of the chain in order to enact such a deal. The contract itself is not magical, it is legal
Fair.
in its design.
I not seeing anything around. I head back up or head back. Try to head back the direction in which I feel like I can get back with the party, simply because I realize I have no idea how I'm going to get out of here, and very likely am going to be mobbed by who knows what, and they really are my last chance to potentially get out of here.
Okay. Are you disguising yourself again?
Not at this point, no.
Okay. So Cage as Cage just starts walking upstairs. You pass back through that stone room, you get a similar flash of realization that you were here. It was real. It wasn't just a mistake or a moment or a misstep. It was true. And then you walk back up the spiral staircase, back into the study. The music has stopped for the moment. But you have the floor to yourself. You hear different footsteps going in different directions. But no one's in the room with you.
I walk back to the room, walk back the direction of the room. If there's a guard, I'll deal with that, but I'm headed back to where I know Volante and the rest of them are.
All you knew is that they headed to the 3rd floor. You make your way. You make your way to the stairs, and you're. Yeah, you start walking towards the stairs, and you have the choice: head down, take the scroll, leave, or head upstairs to your newest friends.
I pulled a coin out of my pocket.
Oh.
Gage, my man.
It's been a minute.
Been a while
boss.
since I've heard from you. Been a while.
Look, I got a dilemma.
Yeah.
The artifact you told me about, the one that could potentially bring Nico back.
Oh, you got it.
I got it,
See, this is why you're my favorite, my friends. This is why I picked you.
All right. You never told me how I was getting out of here. You just
What are
told
you
me to
talking
get
about?
in, get the artifact. How am I getting out?
You can walk through the door. Most
I
places
don't
have
think it's as
doors,
easy as
right?
that. You never told me about the enchantments. You never told me about Lady Kane. You never told me any of these things.
Well, if I
How
just
am I
told you
getting out?
everything, you have to accomplish some of these things for yourself, my friends.
All right, I've had enough. I put the coin back in the pocket, and I
Hey, when are we ever gonna
realized-
talk about? And
I realized the only chance that I have to get out of here is the party that I have.
Oh, Laguno's back.
Oh, legs.
By the way, canonically, his patron is Nicolas Cage, not Nicolas Cage playing anyone else. Nicolas Cage. His patron is in
for
fact
the purpose of this one shot, it's DJPD, right?
Nicolas Cage.
DJPD.
Sure. For you all to have your
Patron
moment,
is a real family man. Let's be
DJPD is
real.
canon. But yeah.
Is it Nicolas Cage before or after the castle?
Before.
Also, I want you to know that I did utilize my notes section on my card to just write Hiroko smash.
A perfect use. A perfect use.
Just in case
Also, chat.
I needed a
I
reminder.
don't see you having level 5 hype train to save Lady Kane. Come on.
Oh,
come
you
on.
all think you can kill Lady Kane. Oh, that's adorable. Anyway, so
I have not met anyone.
I'm heading back. I'm heading to the 3rd floor.
you pull the coin from your ear, you pocket it, you have that moment, you start ascending the stairs. You walk up to an empty hallway. You hear in your voice that just a little bit of whispers, voices. And you hear, "Can you please join us? You're taking a little bit too long." You make your way around the corner and you see the rest of your party just kind of standing slightly loose, relaxed in front of Lady Kane in this large room with a grand piano in the center of it. Little bits of, like, as you step in a little bit closer, gold coins and other trinkets just laid out in a circle kind of around the center with candles interspersed between them, like fine red carpets laid out as well in this same octagonal shape as the room itself possesses this similar octagonal shape to it. Standing now, sitting on the piano bench, legs crossed, hands just lightly on her lap, is Lady Kane, just bouncing her foot as she watches you walk in. As you kind of cross the threshold of the door, the rest of you regain your senses. Snap back. Chief, you're being too kind. The rest of you snap back as you see all these trinkets around the room. You see small golden statues of animals, chalices. You see golden amulets, religious iconography, a large. You see this, Wilfred. You notice one specifically that tweaks at the back of your mind. Is this kind of boxy rail car that got invented on one of the other it's in use in Corsair, but it's not really too popular on any of the other continents. Right next to it's a little mirror, and you just kind of catch your reflection, reorient yourself.
Yeah, as that happens and seeing where I'm at, I'll probably like tap my cane and reconfigure my Eldritch Cannon.
Okay. So you try to subtly do that. Make a sleight of hand check for me, please.
Okay.
I'm walking into the room. I'm walking down the hallway, and I see Lady Kane there with the rest of my party, just kind of there, right?
Natural 1.
Oh,
Okay.
buddy.
So everybody else, you're all standing there. Cage, you watch kind of everybody relax, and then you watch Kane like tap the cane onto the floor. Not subtle, not the most subtle thing that you've ever pulled up, right? But you just watch him just smack the cane onto the floor. So it's like, come on, dude.
Pardon me, I just thought this was the wrong friend to have here.
I can see Lady Kane, right?
Yes, you can.
I need her to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, the turntables.
Okay. Is this a charm effect?
Not exactly.
Is it a charm or fear effect?
It's a fear.
Cool.
Legs is like, are you trying to DM the DM?
No. I just need to know because certain things make me have advantage. 27.
Yeah, it's gonna win. Yep.
Okay. So, you attempt to cast fear, I'm assuming?
I attempt to cast Fey Presence.
Fey Presence. Okay. You attempt to cast Fey Presence, and you hear these kind of whispers in your mind. Like, stop. Don't. And you have to shake
Don't
it off.
stop,
The
okay.
spell does not take hold in her mind. She begins to speak. You're all here. And you can just see through the window that it's approaching dawn. Not quite. Maybe about 10, 20 minutes. But you're getting close.
You're out the window.
Okay.
Just kidding.
You're all here. So I have to say, I'm impressed. You put on a good show. You, and she points to you, Sirocco, you are a thing of beauty.
She like wipes some blood off her face with her shoulder. And winks.
Excellent.
Well, to fall in love
Excellent.
with
Yeah,
me.
no, I just did. It's a 19, so maybe a little.
So close.
So
Ooh.
you do see her right eyebrow just slightly raise. And she's like, As I said, you can always stay. But I have to admit, you all, you surprised me. You did well. Aside from being here, I did say that this was my private abode. And she just stares at all of you, each of you. Do you have anything to say for yourselves?
I really
Lante's just looking at the ground.
Mm.
Doesn't want to say anything.
Oh, darling.
He was eating her sand here, and y'all just attacked her sand eating.
There's
Jesus.
there's
She-
a word they say where I come from. Back in my hometown, there's a word. It's an ancient word. It goes something like, yeah! And I'm gonna try to use my rope of entanglement and see if I can
You get him. You get him, boy.
wrap her up.
The rope lashes out like a snake and flies towards her. And it
You know,
stops about
Does
4
it
inches
just
away
fall?
from her face.
No. Come
Oh.
along, little doggy.
She just reaches out and pinches the end of the rope as you say the keyword, and it snaps taut as she's holding it. And the rope pulls and pulls, and you watch the very center of it. A few of the strands of it start to ping, ding, 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 ping, twang, as the rope unfurls
A single
and
tear
snaps in
Down
the center.
Cage's face.
That bee broke your
This
rope.
was his friend. Is the one friend he knew he had here.
The
Oh.
first half of it falls to your feet, just coils down sadly. The other half, she just. Improper intent.
I think Wilfred will respond with, my lady Kane, if you would be so kind to at least let me know if someone of my interest is here. I didn't see any in the bodies down, well, that we left or during the party, but I feel as if there might be someone of interest for me here.
beat.
Wait, what?
What was
Looking
that?
For someone of interest in here. Is he here to speed date?
I never got my
Bing.
chance with him.
Yeah, let him find love.
Yeah, roll to fall in love.
I'm here for it.
So she looks at you. Just shakes her head slightly. Takes a good long look at you for a second. Her head tilts slightly to the left. Huh. I have to say, when you all arrived at my home, I mean, this morning when the party began, I did not think that this is how this evening would end. I'm surprised. I'm impressed. But, the four of you will be going now.
Or
Ron
No.
is waiting to gauge the party's reaction.
Bon.
She's not that smart. Okay.
And in that moment, out of the corner of your eye, in the reflection, you see the other staring at you, concerned, worried. Don't, he says. No sound passes through the glass, but you hear it in your mind. Don't do this. I like them. Don't.
But Lady Kane seems to be distraught.
What do you do?
I'll ask one more time to Miss Kane. Is there something of interest for me here? You clearly understood why I was here.
Well, I understand why you're here. Do you care to show me?
Show.
As as she says that, I'll look at the party, and you'll kind of see like a dullness kind of take over, and he will he will cast Shatter as he walks closer to the group. And so everybody needs to make Constitution saving throws.
I swear.
What have you done?
What the heck have you been up to? You
wanna
said
die?
con?
Constitution.
18.
Oh no. Oh
I haven't
no.
rolled my dice
Natural
yet.
20
You
plus
take
3,
it back.
23.
I got a natural 1. Plus 3, 4.
Well, Volante, I loved you.
Hey, Valentina?
Yep. Gone.
No. I'm burning
alright.
I'm burning
sorry.
chronal shift.
So
I nat 22.
Oh,
I get to reroll?
Yeah.
nice.
it
Valentina,
needs
you
to be
can reroll.
enemies a Constitution saving of 14. Or
That's much
take
better. 17 plus
And
3, a dirty
So
20.
everybody
Oh.
succeeds. Go ahead and roll damage for me, Wilfred, please.
Okay, so that was
Nice save.
this level.
A thick one.
Oh, I need one more. So that is 38 thunder damage.
Wait, what level did you cast that at?
Max.
Nimbus.
So I have that was only second level, but I get an extra D8 because of my my cane that I've been walking around. And following up is
So 38 damage halved for anybody who succeed, correct?
yep.
So you take
30.
19 points of thunder damage.
Do we still have
And
the
then-
temporary 8?
Yep, you
Yeah.
would have had the
From you?
temporary 8 hit points from him. So yeah.
And then the cane follows up with a flamethrower because I swapped it right before now.
Yep, which
And-
encompasses the entire party.
Yeah. So it's a 15-foot cone fire. Each creature takes or needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 14 as well.
I'm very upset with you right now.
That's an 8. And that's a 5.
I rolled a 14.
That's 3 cocked dice. Mother. How much damage?
It'll be 13 or half that, so 6. No, 7. 7
I'm-
roll. Yeah.
I rolled a
Resistant
12.
Fire, so I will take 3.
That works.
You're a
Yeah.
bad person.
And to
I rolled a
cast...
12.
Did a 12 work?
No.
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 So
DC is
14 14 points of
Thir-
fire? 13 points of fire.
Why?
13 for those who failed.
So,
Alright, yeah, cool.
as Wilfred casts a spell and then taps the cannon, boom, you're all watching Lady Kane when all of a sudden this elemental force hits you from your right hand side as Wilfred just lays into all of you. Lady Kane begins to stand. You still have 5 minutes left. I would like everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
I am so angered.
I rolled 9.
Oh god, that's 11.
18.
16.
So,
Bite.
we're just gonna move all of you in here. Give me just a second, everybody, and then chat, you'll be able to see the battle map as well.
Oh, we gotta.
I hate you so much right now.
Is there a okay?
I
Question.
mean,
Is there a
Cage,
window visible?
Vaughn, Sirocco. Hold on a second. Studio mode, combat, screen. Cool. That's
I should've
actually
left.
gonna work out pretty well.
I
Cool.
should have left.
So, into this view, where we can see everything going on.
I like how my name is
Right
just
here.
Valentine now.
Oh my goodness, I did not. Okay, hold on.
No, it's fine.
No!
Beautiful page art by Blaze.
Volante,
Yes,
right?
Blaze did,
Volante, yes.
Sirocco too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right now. I'm gonna get it right now. THE. That's right. Oh my goodness. Just checking. None of these characters are canon in the Hired Swords, right?
True.
No.
Cool.
Not yet.
Good to know. Okay. 25 to 20. Oh wait, hold on. I need to roll. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
I would not be bringing baby Kriegs here.
15 to 10?
Sweet little boy.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
11,
like-
26 here.
20? What the heck? Okay, so 26. Vaughn. 15 to 10?
11 for Wilfred.
Oh, 18. I was 18.
Oh, you're 18.
Sorry.
What's your dex?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah.
Plus 8.
Plus 8?
Mhm.
Good to know. 10 to 5?
Did you mention
9.
I was 16?
Yes,
Or
I
did you
did.
hear that I was-
16.
Okay, just checking.
I had
Sirocco.
also missed.
Cage, what'd you get?
9.
Not. Okay.
Sad boy.
Can we zoom in on Lady Kane? Sure. Here's Lady Kane, everybody.
Why are you giving them what they want, Legs? Come on.
Yes,
Look at them.
girl.
Gloves.
Get a girl, get a girl, get a girl, get a girl. Okay,
Got a pair
so
of sleeves on her.
she does.
Damn
God, I love a
sleeves.
woman in
So-
sleeves.
Hey.
For the, during this dialogue,
I bet
Vaughn
that
was
dress has
speaking about
pockets.
the window. You mentioned a window.
Yes, so there are windows here, 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 and here. Large kind of red velvet curtains that are open at the moment, and you can just see.
Or the window is open.
The windows are sealed; they're glass panes, but you can see sunlight starting to just barely creep over the lines, or like it will soon be creeping up over. Everybody ready?
Vaughn has a very hard decision to make.
Let's do it.
Well, in that time, as you start calculating that, you're actually the first one up. So,
I am.
what would you like to do? Volante, you're on deck.
Well, Vaughn is not looking good right now. So, Vaughn is going to run out to one of those windows on the left.
Okay, so you make your way over to
just
this
yeeting yourself
window
out.
right here.
What do I see out of it?
The grounds. You're on the 3rd floor of the building. You can look down. You see a roof 20 feet below you. And
Sorry,
then
chat.
ground
I'm
10 feet below that.
dimension door.
Okay.
I am teleporting down to the floor.
You go to cast the spell. And you attempt to extend your consciousness through the window down to this point in space that you can see. And you release, and you move about 3 inches forward. Smack your face off of the glass. And Lady Kane goes, I did say you would be unable to leave the premises.
Did he say he was trying to leave the premises?
You were trying to leave the building.
I was trying to leave the immediate vicinity of this room
You were teleporting to the exterior of the house?
within the grounds of the palace.
Exterior of the house. She said you would be unable to leave the house. As you bong, smack your face on the glass a few inches in front of you. The spell does not have the effect that you were hoping for.
Bonk.
Get the bonk.
She's upset at this. He turns and sees Wilfred. Screams, "You traitor!" Firebolt.
Are they both actions?
They are actions. I was thinking cantrips and spells. My bad.
Yeah, so they're both actions.
He's
You can
upset.
scream. You can flip him off as a bonus action if you wish.
Oh, that's a good bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember actions and bonus actions sometimes. I'm bad.
Yeah.
at this.
So both those, I think both of those are actions, unfortunately. So you scream traitor after attempting to teleport out and being unable to do so.
Yep.
That is your turn, unless you want to move somewhere else.
He doesn't really have anywhere to go.
Okay. Cool.
But
Volant?
he's facing them and not being flanked.
Yeah, you turn around back to the glass and
Yep.
facing the room. Volante, you're up.
I am just gonna slowly turn and look at Wilfred, pissed. And I'm going to, at second level, I'm going to flash step slash with my dagger.
Okay.
That'll allow me to do teleport in a straight line, and I'm going to pass within 5 feet of a creature's space while moving.
So bop to right there, I'm assuming, basically.
Yeah, so I'm just like basically doing a corner where
Yep.
I'm just gonna whoop, and I'm gonna step right through him and try to get his guts out because I'm mad.
Roll to attack.
Sick. All right. I want to do this. I want to do this thing. Can I do this thing? I am.
Do the
Oh,
thing.
wrong
Do the thing.
I want to cast this. I want to cast this. There we go. Oh my god. Why doesn't it show me my hits?
Sirocco, you're Kate Cage. You no. Sirocco, you'd be up next in a minute. Almost on deck. Is the site being wonky?
That is being wonky.
Okay, hold on. Collections, my campaigns. Give us just a moment, everybody. This is the one time we're going into initiative because it's player versus player, and that matters. Okay. Blonde view. Here, I think I might be able to hit it for you.
Okay, great.
Spells. Oh, that's why, because all your spell slots are currently...
Yeah. It should be just one spell slot I've
Yeah,
used.
anyway, cast. That's weird. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Do me a favor,
Weird.
just roll your dice.
Alright.
Yeah, so just make attack. Just make an attack roll. If you pass within, make a melee attack against it with advantage.
Okay.
And if you cast it second level or higher, which you did, you add an additional 1d6 force damage.
1d6. Okay.
Yeah, onto your
Then I'll do
attack.
this. That was a 1. Let me roll again. And that's a 23.
23 to hit.
Yes.
Vaughn, does that? Wilfred, does that hit your AC?
Well, madam, I think that'll hit.
Oh, thank goodness it does, sir. 6 plus 6, so I do 12 damage.
Take 12 points of damage.
Oh, that eats away at my
It hit.
Get hit, and then I take an additional.
I'm just gonna try to slice him with all my might and anger.
And
If I haven't said that already.
I'm updating my health.
I also sent you a message.
Everyone agrees that Wilfred's going to die, and then me. Probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I sent you a message, so keep that in mind as well. Oh, this song is not.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
is not epic for this moment.
No. We need something better.
Again, that one, Devil's on the Doorstep. Find that one. That was good. There,
And
Devil's on the
then-
Doorstep. It was just right there.
There we go. This is appropriately epic. I like this song. Okay.
My second action that I'm going to do is I'm just going to stab him again. Just regular, so no advantage.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Make another attack.
12 to hit. That seems low.
Wilfred.
That
12.
will not hit. That's a little shy, madam.
Dang it.
Parries it with the cane as the Eldritch Cannon just aims at your face.
She just pulls away, just angry.
Cool. That is your turn. Lady Kane's go. She's, for the moment, just going to stand there, and she's actually going to raise her hand towards Wilfred. And just, her fingers just trace a slight arcane sigil And that is how the thing I sent you just happens. So, you see these kind of shadows envelop around Wilfred slightly. It kind of like dances around him a little bit, trails over his head. His eyes start to go slightly darker.
Yeah, you hear that small coo again.
But it's slightly like it echoes. The voices trace and dance around in the room. Sirocco, you're up.
Soroko's eyes go white. Her hair begins to completely lose gravity, and begins like wafting in the air. She pulls out her great sword and like runs her fingers down the blade, activating the frost on it. She is raging.
Yeah.
She is going to
Get it, girl.
step up to Lady Kane. I just tried to drag myself.
Yeah, you can't.
because
Sorry.
why not?
You step
Yeah,
up
I
directly
cannot.
to Lady Kane.
I would like to like come up on the side. Like I feel like
Okay.
that has maybe like diagonally. Like I feel like that's got a nice like feng shui.
Okay.
You know?
Your front foot steps onto that pile of coins and candles and gold.
Oh, is that what that is? Yeah.
It-
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Put me
It-
in
this
the-
doesn't
in the-
exactly match what I described in the room, but it's the closest kind of I could find.
Gotcha.
Do me a favor, make a wisdom saving throw.
12 plus. Baby girl, what's your wisdom? Plus 2, 14.
14. Just enough. Continue.
All right, I'm gonna make 2 attacks.
Go ahead.
14 plus 7, 21.
Hits.
I don't have enough dice with me actually. Hold on.
I doubt this is gonna... I mean, it would slightly matter. So yeah, hold on. She's getting more dice.
Now I have enough d6s and d4s.
Yeah.
Chad is
Get a
not
girl.
unhappy
Get a
with you.
girl. Get a girl. Get a girl. That's fine. I'm okay.
Chad is yelling at Sirocco to stop.
No, it's fine. Let her go.
Not. That's gonna be 12 damage.
Okay.
5 of that is frost damage.
Okay.
You cannot heal by magical means now. Or
The
that specific damage.
this yeah, the frost damage you can't heal by magical means. So
Mhm,
12 damage, 5 frost. Okay.
Second attack. 17.
17 does not hit.
Yeah.
The first swipe, you catch her in the shoulder and you drag it across, and you watch a wound open. No blood, but a wound opens on the shoulder as it crystallizes across. The second one, she reaches out and grabs the blade. And you do watch, without a really solid impact for the frost to take hold, you watch a little trickle of blood run down the arm as she just holds the sword there, looks at you and just smiles, the teeth somewhat pointed.
She grins back and she has like a one-pointed snaggletooth.
Okay, the one pointed snaggletooth. Anything else for
I
your
also
turn?
rolled fall in love and I did not.
Yeah, okay. At advantage.
that's what I
No. Okay.
You know, you're not wrong. Still good.
Okay, cool. Still holding the blade, she finishes standing. And she's just gonna take it and try to bash it into your face.
Oh,
My girl's
snap.
got legendary actions.
Ow.
No, it's her
Ooh.
turn. You're done. Are you done?
Done? I thought she went before me.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. So never mind. Yeah, no, she's still gonna do this. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh.
Yeah, she's got legendary actions. She can do some of this stuff. Sorry, I got the order
Sure.
wrong, but this is still dope, and I like this.
Why do I always gotta outcool myself?
Wee.
Nah, cool. 21 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the damage on your sword?
2d6 plus 2d4 frost.
Okay. You take 4 points of slashing damage. Halved because you're raging. 6 points of frost damage that cannot be healed by magical means.
My slashing cannot be halved by rage because it's magical. So it was 4 plus what?
6. So 10, 6 of which you can't heal.
Dang, I'm at 68. I'm gonna
3 points.
Actually,
3 points of slashing damage. 3 points of slashing damage. What did I say? I'm sorry. That was really weird. Just really weird.
Donate it. right
Really
now.
weird. Like random. I don't know what happened.
So hear me out. I do feel like because this has happened, we both now must roll to fall in love.
1, 2,
Oh.
3.
At advantage.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a
But
4.
Sometimes you're just really looking, you know?
I rolled a 4.
Oh,
Does that count?
Oh no!
Oh.
Are those
You guys
you?
are on the same level. You're vibing.
Oh,
boy.
okay. Well,
She's
Oh.
picking up what you're putting down. Let's be real.
we'll deal with that a little bit
Alright,
later.
alright.
We'll deal with that a little bit later. Okay. Hey.
So I am gonna spend the superiority dice.
Rude.
When did you multi-class into fighter?
I didn't. I took a feat, baby.
Oh, okay. Feats. Okay. So superiority die to.
Oh, I'm not gonna do it. I misread it the last time. I want to save that.
Okay, cool. Wilfred, you're up.
Oh, well, I have what, Valente next to me, and
Yeah,
what's the
Volante next.
distance-
You have Volante next to you. Cage is over there. Sirocco is harrying Lady Kane, and Vaughn is on the other side of the room.
What's the distance between me and Sirocco currently? Just a
5,
general
10,
idea.
15, 20 feet.
Oh goodness, that's some distance. I don't like that. Well, I think what I might do, because I don't need to make any movement, I will cast another a spell, and it will be Web at level 2.
Okay.
And as you just see, Wilfred kind of focusing his mind, he'll like this light, foggy string will just start emanating, and it's a 20-foot radius. And so I feel like that would be just enough, based on where I put it, to hit Sirocco and myself and Cage and
Yeah, you'd hit all 4 of you if you want to
just
do that.
This little section here,
Okay.
and
So you cast Web.
so there's just a thickness to the floor, so movement is a little deterred.
How many seats?
4.
How many?
That is a thick floor.
I'm literally typing that out.
4 seats.
Yeah, the flat surface has a depth of 5 feet, so it's a little thick.
You're not kidding. That is a thick floor. Okay. So you reduce everybody's movement speed.
Yeah, so each creature at the start of the turn that enters enters them during its turn must make a dexterity save. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. And then
Restrained. Okay.
yeah,
That's nasty.
a creature restrained by the webs can use its action to make a strength check.
Okay.
And the spell DC, the dex save is going to be 14. They are flammable. And what you are going to see is that Wilfred is going to move one. I guess going to try to round his way around Valente, and I'm sorry, Miss Valente. I feel like I've misstepped. And you'll see him kind of put his staff 5 foot behind him, and you'll see the Eldritch Cannon kind of curve off, and then ignite the webbing as it does another
flame attack on Valente and Cage from that end. So
Okay.
Oh, no, you don't.
Dexterity
Yeah, so-
saving throws.
yeah, so Dex saving throws, and then oh, no, that was wrong. So
We still not swear on this show.
26.
Please.
that'll pass. Yeah.
And
You're a
18
heckin'
plus
jerk.
8.
What do I need to pass?
14.
I
I
just got
beat it.
15.
Yo, both
beat it
succeed.
so much.
Half damage.
Yeah, so I rolled a 7 and an 8, so that's 15,
Oh
and
my
half
gosh.
that.
7.
Yeah, so 7 damage to everybody who saved, and
Not looking
then
good.
because the webs are flammable, any 5-foot cube of webs that is exposed to fire burns away in 1 round, dealing 2d4 damage to any creature that starts its turn.
You are the worst,
Yeah.
good sir.
I'm gonna die.
Okay.
This ain't looking good. Great.
This is fine.
This is fine. This is fine. This is literally the "this is fine" meme in this moment.
this
We're
really
literally
is.
in a burning
Oh my
room.
Yeah.
gosh.
This is fine. This is fine. So, that's your turn and your cannon's turn. As you finish your turn, you glance back over to one of the windows. You see Wilfred standing there, palms on the glass, just screaming at you. And
I feel like he's trying to tell us something.
you can't care. You don't care. You don't
I
care.
don't.
They're not here anymore. You're here now.
Yeah. With you forever. Well,
Cool. All right. That's Wilfred's turn. Cage,
oof.
You're up.
Commitment.
you're up.
I am not currently bound because everything's on fire, correct?
Yes, you take 2d4 fire damage.
Neat.
6 points of fire damage.
Whew, okay. I'm gonna walk directly into the middle of the room.
Okay. As you cross that golden circle, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
I didn't say I was going that far
Oh,
into the room, but okay. I'll
which-
make a save.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where do you want to go?
I was just trying to go like stepping forward to where I can make sure that Vaughn is within a 30-foot range of me.
Oh, Vaughn's already in a 30-foot range of you from where you're
Okay,
standing.
then I'll
This room's
probably
not
just
huge.
Stay where I'm at then.
Yeah, this room's not big.
Okay.
Not
I. Hold on. I need to double check something on the spell. Please be patient.
No, no worries.
Would y'all say this room is cozy, intimate,
I'd say code.
I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
I would say normally cozy. At the moment, it's a very different kind of intimate.
I just want to reiterate that I did want to be here very, very badly.
Okay.
On the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, you rolled an 8. What about everybody else? Wisdom saving.
How big is the spell?
Oh.
It's big enough.
How
It'll
big?
fill the
What
whole
is
room.
What's the effect?
Because
Because my rage grants me that effect.
I guess technically charm.
So charm.
I
So
have
then,
advantage.
Valantha, you have advantage.
16 plus 5.
Lady Kane rolls a 22. Everybody else?
Sorry, reading. Hold on. Wait.
If I remember right, your rage gives you advantage against charm effects as well.
I don't see it here though. I know definitely fear.
I know. Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
Vaughn rolled a
15.
7.
Sure. I'm giving it to you right now. Sure. You get advantage against the charm effect. 16? I think
Okay.
that succeeds.
What's the effect again?
Charm.
Which does.
Whatever he wants. But anyway, what'd you roll? What'd you roll?
7.
7? Fail.
I fail.
Okay, Cage, what happens?
everyone that failed, which is only Wilfred
And Vaughn.
and Vaughn, you are going to see the room start to shift. You're going to see colors and bright lights, and everything is going to start going crazy as you hear.
Things change when you're under hypnotic patterns.
That's the raddest way anyone's ever cast
That's
that.
the most that will
Pretty
never
cool.
be topped.
Way to actually make that spell cool.
Yeah. So okay, so
You are
hypnotic
now
patterns.
charmed
You're both
to my
charmed.
will.
So you cannot. Well, they can't. Hypnotic patterns just like charmed to do nothing, right? They don't listen.
Pretty
I don't know.
much, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you are incapacitated for every other sense. Cool. That's your action. Are you moving anywhere since you didn't have to go further in the room to do that?
I am not moving anywhere. I'm staying in my corner. I'm trying to wait out the time. She said 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So that's the end of your turn. Top of the order.
I can
Vaughn.
do nothing now because I'm charmed.
Vaughn,
Yep.
you are charmed. That's your turn. Volante. You see Wilfred go quiet.
Do I get burned?
You do. 2 points
That
of fire.
was-
2 points of fire damage.
points?
I rolled double ones.
You
I believe the
boys
term
said
is snake
3
eyes.
health.
3 health. Ooh.
Oh, Wilfred's a boss. What am I going to tell you?
I turn my bow. Well, actually, I'm about to stab Wilfred when I just see him stand still. So I have my dagger, and I'm about to. And I notice he's just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I say, "Heck this!" and I throw the dagger on the ground, and I pull out my bow, and I shoot at Lady Kane.
Roll to attack.
My
I'm just
babe.
trying to survive. Another
22.
couple of minutes.
Question,
Hits.
Cade,
What?
am I able to use Chronal Shift and Shield in this moment?
I don't know.
Shield is on an attack roll, not a saving throw.
Well, either one. Is Vaughn present enough to do those should he for his own survival?
How does Chronal Shift work?
Chronal Shift is a reroll.
You could have used a reroll when the spell happened.
Well, I mean, now after the fact, now that I'm already.
Not now
You're
that you're whammied.
incapacitated with the speed of 0.
Not now that you're already whammied. You failed. You're charmed until somebody goes and wakes you up. You are for the moment charmed. Okay, so 22 hits.
I do 12 damage as a bow goes, and it tears through one of her gloves.
Right through the arm, through and through. Just near the top of where the glove is, just over the elbow. Through and
And I-
through. Are you
Oh,
activating
there-
are you doing the other damage too, right? Is that including the other damage? Your bow does 2d6, I think we said lightning damage on top of a hit?
Oh, it does?
It's supposed to. I thought it was.
Oh.
I think it does. It does. Yeah, it does. The storm cloud longbow. So yeah, it does 2d6 lightning damage on top of.
Oh. This is my oath bow.
Oh yeah, sorry, we had the wrong one in your inventory. It's either way.
Sorry.
So you get an addition. Oh, sorry, you get an additional 1d6 lightning damage on top of your piercing.
A 6.
So what was that overall? 22 damage and 6 lightning.
12 damage and 6 lightning.
12 damage, so 18 damage. Okay. Okay.
The entire time, Vaughn and Wilfred are still just hearing.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Oh no, different kind of party.
Party.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna
Goes
hit her
right
again.
through the
See if
arm.
I can get the other glove off.
And
I love how
she's
chat
in
just
this
has
moment is
no
still
grasp
holding the
of
sword
how
and just
the characters are
staring
not
down
moving.
Sirocco right now. Go ahead and fire.
24.
Hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. 10 damage. And
10
I don't think
damage.
I would do the lightning a second
Nope,
time.
just
for my
once
second action.
once per round.
Yeah.
So the second
So 10
bow, the
damage.
second doesn't get her other glove because it's on the other arm of her, but it just does embed into her shoulder, and the arrow's still sticking out from the back of her, right behind her shoulder blade. Solid hit.
And I just stare as I shoot the bow.
Yep.
Going to someone else.
Okay, cool. That is Volante's turn. Lady Kane is up next. So, looking at you, Sirocco. She smiles just a little bit wider, releases the sword,
Do it.
grabs the sides of your face.
Do it.
Oh. Oh.
Yes. What are we doing?
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Cool. She grabs the sides of your face. She smiles, and the teeth
Yep.
go sharp, and just right onto your neck.
The vampire.
You take 7 points of piercing damage, 4 points of necrotic damage. Your max HP is reduced by 4. And I need you to roll a d20 for me, please.
Can I choose to fail this?
Do you want to fail this?
I want to be a vampire, yeah.
I didn't say that's what this is. You could.
All right, 8. I rolled an 8.
Okay, you rolled an 8. Okay.
Yeah. Do you add anything to it?
No, this is just a d20 roll. This is something different.
What happened to the guy who you came with?
He got
What?
left behind ages ago.
He just got
Maybe he's
dumb.
part of the whole
The
plan.
camera
So
cuts
figure it out.
away. The camera
I
cuts away
literally brought him to fight
to a
someone
dude
else.
with a peg leg holding a crossbow, sitting in one of the tables in the main hall with a champagne glass. The mask is tilted up over one eye, and he just goes,
yes.
"This is a wild party."
God, best character. And
Yes.
Camera cuts back. So, Sirocco, you feel this coldness start to pass through your body. Your rage begins to dissipate. Your
Okay.
anger, your energy starts to relax slightly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your vision starts to... Do you have dark vision normally?
I don't play Genasi's enough to know.
Okay, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Your vision starts to brighten, the candlelight in the room appearing more intense. That's it for that turn. It's your
It's
turn.
my turn now.
It's your turn.
What's up?
oh, buddy.
Where are we at?
She just grabbed onto your face, like right here,
Yeah.
and then just noshed into the left side of your neck.
So she's just gonna like turn and she's gonna be like, "Are we dating now?"
You're not doing anything else?
Well, she's going to attack her based on her answer.
She just smiles at you with your blood on her jaw and neck.
She's gonna attack her then. Am I
Okay.
still raging?
Your rage fell.
Completely.
Your rage fell. As this coldness is
gonna-
starting to overtake your body.
I'm gonna try and enter it again.
Make a... Roll a d20 for me. Just a d20.
6.
6. You go to like pump up your heartbeat and put yourself into this adrenaline fuel, and your heart is calm. Steady.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Static.
Okay.
Unwavering.
All of the things I can do are dependent on that.
So, for intents and purposes, you can still do your abilities. You won't get your extra rage damage. But rage relies on you being able to put yourself into a highly emotional state. You're kind of losing your emotions in this moment.
I'm gonna put my hands on the side of her face,
Yeah?
and I'm gonna burn her.
Go for it.
Oh, nice.
Uh, so with my Storm Soul, I gain resistance to fire damage. I don't suffer the effects of extreme heat, and as an action, I can touch a flammable object and set it on fire.
So let's say you
What
grab
would you
the
like?
dress and just light it up. So you just grab the dress and
Kids, look away.
Blur out, please.
The dress goes
is what
into
we've learned?
flame.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. The dress goes into flame.
Mhm.
She doesn't move. She's not screaming.
I feel like we're locked in on
Roll
it.
46 for me.
It's a spicy fight.
No, 3d6. Sorry.
Sorry, I
Wilfred
got 4.
is really trying to fight that hypnotic.
11.
11 points. So she'll stand there and take 11 points of fire damage as it envelops and the flames continue for a little while around her. Okay. All right, that's your turn. Wilfred,
Yeah. I'm gonna
you are
die.
charmed.
Aw.
Your Eldritch Cannon, however, is not. So what is it going to do?
I can't really command it.
Is it commanded or is it autonomous?
So it's mostly commanded. But I
Oh, so
feel
then
like,
never mind.
yeah. So I would imagine at minimum it would try to get its way closer to Lady Kane.
Okay, so it'll
would-
detach
would it-
from the
Yeah.
cane and skitter its way over and get up onto the piano.
Yeah. It want to be a little closer to be a little bit more protected.
Okay, that sounds good. So it skitters its way on top of the piano. That's all of what you can do. Cage, you're up.
Do I understand how the crystal works, or the item that I got to restore Nico? Do I understand how it works?
You have a rough idea that this spell basically allows you to cure disease, resurrect somebody, undo a curse, undo some calamity that's been caused onto an individual of some kind. Make an Arcana check for me to see if you know how to use it in this moment.
D&D Beyond told me that's a 6.
6? Okay. You pull out the stone from your pocket and you try to focus your mind on a way to activate it. You even reach out to your patron for just a second and you hear in the back of your voice, I don't know heck all about that kind of thing. Alright. Volanthe. There's a brief moment. You see Cage pull something out of his jacket and you realize it wasn't a vial, it was a scroll.
I'm upset.
And so you don't know how to use it in this
So
moment.
is that going to take my entire turn just kind of looking
No,
at
that
it? Or-
that's a free action. That's using a thing. That doesn't cost you anything. You still have your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move over to Volanthe and just say we have to survive this. We have minutes left. Put my hand on her shoulder, and if she's willing, I'm going to Dimension Doris to the floor below.
Are you willing?
He caught her right at a time of pain.
You two drop down into another room. It looks like a small lounge, like a smoking lounge that's been set up. There's several game board tables that are set up with little wooden figures that are set up. A small table that has cards and chips and a few dice that look like people were gambling. There's a few half-drunken glasses sitting around the room. There's a cigar that's still wisps of smoke traveling off of it. As the room itself is relatively quiet. You two have, for all intents and purposes, exited initiative. As you're now out of the room. the two of you. So, let's take this back, and we'll take this a slightly different way. By the way, what's the range on hypnotic pattern?
I would have had to have dropped it to Dimension Door.
Okay, so you drop hypnotic pattern. Wilfred, Vaughn, you both get your senses about you. Vaughn, you look about the room. Cage and Vellante are gone. Sirocco and Lady Kane are making out, and Wilfred is standing there with the cane, looking around for a new target. What are you doing?
Is Vaughn conscious of the previous action that was taken by Cage?
Roughly.
He's gonna do the same.
Okay, so are you just going by yourself?
If Sirocco wants to freaking die in this vampire way, I'm not gonna stop her.
Am I dying in a vampire way or am I living forever?
You got a very good point there. He's out.
Because
Vaughn's out.
vampirism is absolutely a new experience that Sirocco would fall into with arms wide open.
With
And
arms
wide open. Okay. You sure you're not playing a bard? Are you sure you're not playing a bard? So
wish I was playing
you
a
have.
bard,
So
but-
are you just attempting to teleport down a floor, or are you attempting to teleport to a specific room? Now that you have the idea of I can't go outside, where is there a specific place in the house you're attempting to teleport to, or just out of this room?
Of course, I rolled a nat 20 when I was rolling even or odd.
Okay.
Vaughn is teleporting down the floor,
Just down a floor.
down a single floor.
You bop into the same game room that Vellante and Cage are currently standing in.
My bow's pointed at him. I wasn't
Screw
expecting it.
Bo. If I see him show up behind me, I have 2 Eldritch Blasts flying in his face.
He would have been like opposite side of the room to you in that moment. So
I just read him.
So you
He's
teleport
just on
in.
his knees. He's still down on the ground.
So are you? So you see Vaughn pop into the room and fall to the ground. Are you? Do you have that movie moment where it's like, ah, well, that's a friend. That's a friendly.
That's what I do.
Okay, Cage.
I ready my bow.
Do I recognize him as a friendly?
I will
Or as
say.
someone like Wilfred turned on me.
I'm
I'm
never
close to
aggroed
death.
you.
I finally have the one thing that can save Nico, and the only person I slightly trust at this point is Vellante. So I think I attack.
Roll to attack.
PvP.
I'm gonna do it in D&D Beyond here.
I will tell you right now, if it is a 15 or lower, outright miss. 21, 20 or lower, a shield.
It was a 26 on the first bolt, and a 27 on the second.
Vaughn's freaking dead. You just freaking killed him.
Well, Vaughn's prone, so they would have been at disadvantage.
Wow.
So 27. So 26 on the first hit. Roll again at
Damage on
disadvantage.
the. Oh, sorry, I'll do okay. Yeah.
He has 1 hit point.
The second bolt would have been a 23. Damage on the first
no.
bolt is 12. Damage on the second bolt is.
I saw an 18.
Vaughn, you teleport down.
Alright, hold on.
I saw
Damage
an
on the
18
second
that
bolt is a
roll.
13.
On the 13? Okay. So you teleport down. The first one whacks you and knocks you unconscious. The second bolt hits your
No,
body.
The first bolt hit me to 1 hit point exactly.
Oh, really?
The second one knocks me out.
The second one knocks you unconscious as Vaughn just rolls a few feet. Vaughn is currently
Vellante can
unconscious.
choose to heal
Actually-
him.
I can temporal shift
I-
that.
Okay.
I can choose to heal him. Do you not have anything to heal him with?
Temporal
do,
shift your,
but I probably
temporal
won't.
shifting your second Eldritch Blast.
So what does that make him do?
You must reroll.
Okay.
That's the last one you have, right?
Yes,
'Cause you
it
only
is.
have 3.
Is it with advantage since you're prone?
it would be disadvantaged because it's a ranged attack on a prone creature.
Okay, so I guess it would have been the 14 then. Yeah, 14 because I rolled 2 14.
It hits mage armor.
So, yeah, okay. So the first blast knocks you down the second hit point. The second blast hits this protective force field you have on yourself, and you're laying on the ground.
Backwards into the ground. Damn it, I'm not your enemy! You see a firebolt in his hand waiting.
That's not a good way to sell it. Okay, Volante, what are you doing?
He's not doing it, he's holding it.
I still
Volante?
have my bow.
Yeah, your choice.
Are you friend or foe?
Friend,
Truth.
please.
Now.
The firebolt dissipates his hand as he raises both.
I just want to live.
I look at Cage. And I look back at him. And then I put my bow down. And then I take a knee because I am hurting.
So,
I have 2 health potions that are still unused. I toss one to both, and I say, "You'd be wise to not cross me at this point. This is the home stretch."
you both get a greater you both get a greater healing potion. Go ahead and roll those while we head upstairs. Sirocco,
What is even?
your pulse is starting to slow. The world's feeling cool. Lady Cage is even more enthralling than she was a few moments ago. Lady Cage. Oh my goodness. Lady Kane. Lady
Oh,
Kane.
Cage.
Oh goodness. Lady Kane is even more
Oh my
enthralling.
god.
I didn't
Heel
even.
turn, Lady Kane is actually Cage in disguise.
Bah, 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 bah. Yeah. So,
So many K names.
Lady Kane. There's too many K
Uh-huh.
names. It's messing with
Yeah.
me. Lady Kane. And also, there's 2 V names right here. Like, this is killing me. Lady Kane is even more enthralling than she was a few moments ago. Your vision, now you look around and the room is brighter than it was before. Your skin feels cool to the touch. You feel calm. You feel at home.
Is this how I become a vampire?
Oh, darling.
Because, like, I'm into that if that's what's going on.
She places her hand on the side of your face.
Just say yes.
I did say you could stay.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
While they're having this conversation, Wilfred.
She's like starting to panic.
Yeah. Wilfred, you look around and you don't see any immediate hostiles. Lady Kane is speaking with Sirocco. So you reattach the cannon, tap the cane, walk over to a table that has a decanter and some glasses. Pour yourself a drink. Lift the glass up, and in the mirrored tray, you see Wilfred staring up at you. Just shaking his head.
I mean, I'd imagine I'd pour him a drink, but is there any effect from seeing myself for a third time?
You just look. That used to be you. Other concerns, other business. Another version. You're in control now. You're not the reflection anymore. He is.
But does he look nicer than me?
Maybe kinder.
But does he look more fresh than I do?
No. A little weathered in his years. Older. Weaker.
Would there be any thought of my reason for being here that would catch me at all with his miming?
Make a history check. No, intelligence check. Make an intelligence check.
That is an artificer's.
Strength.
Specialty.
Probably not today, because a 7 plus something. Where'd my character go? 7 plus.
Plus, yeah, I think it's like +4 with you.
Yeah. So that's
Intelligence.
more of an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 11. He came for someone. A sibling. Sister? Ugh, petty things. You don't need to bother yourself with them anymore.
I already have another lady here. It's, I guess, not that important. And I'll take a drink.
Okay? You put the drink glass down on the reflection. Walk away from the tray.
Ugh.
The remaining 3 of you. In the next few minutes, you spend time dodging from room to room, sneaking your way around different guards and guard posts, until after about 4 more minutes, you hear the grandfather clock in the central hall start to ring. Bong, bong, bong. And the footsteps, the running, the chasing, the screaming, all kind of slows down slightly. Comes to a halt. As you make your way out, everybody with the masks on no longer harries you, no longer bothers you. And the 3 of you are able to freely walk your way to the main hall, where as you walk towards the primary doors to head out on the red carpet, those on the front stairs, you turn slightly and you see on this 3rd floor balcony, looking down at you, Lady Cage, wrapped in a nice fur coat. Bloods. Lady Kane. Oh, I did it again. Lady Kane, wrapped in a nice fur, like huge fur wrapped around herself. Blood still on her chin and neck. Sirocco, with her arm behind Lady Kane's back. Blood on the side of hers as well. And Wilfred leaning on the banister, drink in hand. He gives you just a little wave as the 3 of you walk out of the building into the morning sun.
Can I push Wilfred off?
What?
Push Wilfred off.
Make an attack roll.
Vaughn almost needs to be convinced to not fireball his tail right now.
What kind of attack roll do you want? Just like strength based?
Just an attack.
Or-
Just like a shove.
Alright, so you got a 22.
22.
You see a reaction of this bubble pop up as my shield appears. I'm sorry, darling. Are you upset about something? This
I
drink
get
of
2
mine.
attacks.
Ooh.
It's a 19.
With your shield, your AC is like 22 or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
That
sorry.
depends if it's 1 round of combat technically or not.
It is,
You
but
know,
Lady
yeah.
Kane just goes, all right, you two. You have quite a while to figure this out between you.
What?
And she extricates herself from your arm and begins walking back towards her quarters, leaving the 2 of you standing there. Sirocco, after...
Continue to try and push him off. Sorry, continue.
While you 2 are walking, you see them maybe not entirely changed, bickering on the 3rd floor balcony as you make your way through the threshold of the door and down to your own individual carriages waiting. If you want to have a...
So while we're walking, I'll grab Cage's arm and pull him back a little bit. Did you find an item of special value? Did you see a vial? And she's kind of whispering it.
I saw no
Odd.
vials.
Legs. Did I get that
No.
in the first room?
What first room?
I got a vial of something in that first room where we first spawned. In that,
The original study.
yeah.
Yeah, it had like icy shards or something.
Not what she's looking for.
I didn't say that. I just said you have a vial of something.
He unpockets that really quickly and says, "This, I don't know."
I grab it. And I just look at it.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no!
13 plus 1. 14.
Can
In
she
the-
have help because wizard?
You already tried to identify this earlier and failed.
Can I try?
Sure.
Yay,
I rolled
everyone
an
try.
18.
So either advantage or you roll yourself, Cage.
Oh, I rolled an 18.
18? Hard to place what this is in the moment, but it could be the thing that you were looking for.
I couldn't
She
tell you
stares.
exactly what it is, but it. You wanted a vial. This is the only vial I've seen in the entire building the entire time I was there. So, I mean,
She holds it and just stares at it. I need to save my brother. I hope it works. And she just looks back at the castle or the palace and is just like, I'll be back here again. I have to be. And she just walks to her carriage.
And off into the
Sunset.
sunrise.
Sunrise.
Cage.
Sunset rise.
So yeah, Cage, Vaughn.
Ron looks the tower up and down, grits his teeth, just shakes his head before he turns into the carriage. Never again. Actually, maybe before. And he rides off.
The
Cage.
heck?
I feel like just before Cage leaves, he'll hear a tink, tink, tink as an unknown dagger falls at his feet, and the back of a somewhat tattered, fallen Wilfred walks back into.
After you've been successfully pushed from the third floor. Okay.
Oh,
So you see at your feet, Cage, this silver dagger with this empty circle, crescents, half circle, 3/4, full, and then waning. A pattern not familiar to anyone of this world, but potentially of some importance.
I pick it up.
Carriage door is opened for you.
I don't get in the carriage. I have arranged another path.
Carriage door is closed. It leaves without you in it.
For the record, is Wilfred actually not on the tower anymore? Did he actually get knocked off?
Yeah, I think he got knocked off the third floor and then eventually, like, dropped the dagger and went back up the stairs.
yeah. I
If
threw
he's not
it at
near
his
Lady
feet after.
Kane- If he's not near Lady Kane, Bond fireballs him.
You're gone.
Yeah,
You're
it was
gone.
after
Go.
you all left.
It's after you all left. Cage.
Cage,
Your-
why'd you have to go last?
Your alternative
I,
your alternative exit, please.
You'll see a band of mercenaries, more or less, that I had originally handed the contract to a while ago, and I point back at the castle, and I say, "You'll find her in there." And I take one of the horses that they brought for me, and I ride off. When I speak into my coin, You and I have business to attend. And I put it back in my pocket as I ride off.
Oh, well. As with the contract delivered, the Hell Troopers of the Chain of Acheron begin ascending the stairs of the Emerald Palace to lay siege in search of one name, one person, and that would be
Lady Kane.
All right.
a year passes. 2 years
Oh,
pass.
friend.
2 years pass. 3. As time closes wounds, blurs memories, makes things that have happened in your past feel more intense or slightly less so in certain circumstances. About 4 years after the three of you had attended the Emerald Palace, having thought you would never return again, or you might, but not exactly in that order, or that invitations would never arrive because the situation had been dealt with. A week before the winter solstice in the year of 873, you all find a similar silver and green envelope resting on your bedside table, your dining room, and in the middle of your workshop. You open the envelope and see, "Please join us for the annual gathering at the Emerald Gala in 1 week's time. Lady of the house, Sirocco Galestorm." And that is where we will pick up.
Wow.
At some point in time in the future, maybe?
I look over at my
Wow.
brother Nico and I say, "Would you like to go to a party?"
And that is the end
Yes.
of this
Yeah.
little
Wow.
D&D 2-shot, everybody.
That gave me chills.
Oh, so good.
Oh, thank you all for playing.
Oh, thank you.
I'm caught up on the fact that Vaughn literally survived with 1 hit point because Time Wizard.
Yeah. Wilfred
Oh.
was not holding any punches.
No, you were not. I love it. Thank you so much for going along
Out of
with that
curiosity,
idea.
would Fireball have killed you?
Would not even close. I was at full health, and that was without me being a little enhanced.
I had like 4 hit points and I gave away all my healing potions.
I had 1 healing potion left I was going to use.
Yeah, I still had my
Freaking
superior
thanks,
and
Hiroko, for stealing mine.
I had my superior and greater. I never used, and I just when we rested, I almost went to full. So
Ah, everyone.
Now.
What's up?
Sirocco has so much art now. I'm so happy.
You.
For the record, Vaughn said maybe before for a reason.
Yeah, I would just don't spoil that.
He's
But-
not coming back.
No.
He's not coming back.
You have your invitation. It would be rude to refuse.
I wouldn't,
Since we have a friend
Just,
hosting the
just,
party.
Yeah.
Follow the line. This is this
Oh yeah, here.
So,
Theaters.
I
supposed to
tried.
cover the pace, right? That's not...
yeah, there you go. So,
Lady Cage.
Lady Kane, what happened to her? We'll talk about maybe another time. Maybe I get everybody together and we talk a little bit in the behind the scenes stuff of what happened in the
God, it's so
campaign.
good.
And everybody's secrets, because everyone here had an ulterior motive and something else that they wanted to find or get or acquire through the house. Some people were technically looking for the same thing. Because, Volante, unfortunately, it was the scroll you were looking for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Alright.
everyone, thank you for playing. Thank you all for playing
you
with
for
me.
DMing,
And for
inviting
the
us.
craziness that is this. I understand it was a little rigged against you. She's OP. But this is really good. But everyone, with that, pretty much, that's gonna. She's so happy. She's so happy. that's gonna be it for this little bit of D&D. If you liked this, let me know, and we can maybe do it again sometime. And if you haven't yet, go back. The Loot Tables Character Tracker Kickstarter. We're probably about to unlock our first stretch goal. Maybe our second sometime soon. I don't know when, but there they are. Everybody was using them for this event, so love it. Thank you all. But until next time, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all for sticking with me, even though this is something very, very different. Take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. And I'll talk to you soon. Good night, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Check out the Hired Swords if you like D&D.
Oh yes.
Oh, I
Yes,
should. Well, wait. We should
100%.
totally do that. I'm so sorry. I was just like, oh, that's a perfect emotional moment. Where can everybody find you all? Where can everybody find you all?
You all know where I am.
Yeah, we know where you are. This is dope.
TheHiredSwords.com.
Hired
John's there.
Swords on any of your favorite podcast catchers. You can find the Hired Swords. We just entered season 2, and it is a bombshell of a good time.
I need to get into
Check it
that.
out on season 1.
I'm not a root girl in that one. I'm good. I promise.
She is still a girl boss, though.
Yes.
100%.
Oh my
But
God.
if y'all are on the Discord, please post links for everybody on the Discord server so they can find you as well to be able to get to all of your stuff for
Will
the
do.
podcasts. Also, Starbuck. Also,
Don't talk about me.
No.
I have an Emerald Palace now. I have reached my peak.
yeah, but you also make dice and stuff. Like,
I do.
yeah, but
I do
yeah,
also make dice, yeah.
yeah, but yeah. Check her out, Arcane Flora. Yes, I think right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lettuce palace. I think there's
Looking
probably
forward
one.
to those lettuce dice you're gonna make, Starbuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
You have to now, right?
Yeah, probably. Okay, we'll have to figure that
You
out.
have to.
Okay. But yeah.
Oh, I love it.
All right. But thank you all for playing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
It was
you.
a blast.
Thank you for playing.
And now that's it for tonight. Go back to Kickstarter and I'll talk to y'all sometime soon. Good night. Ah! Yay!
Yeah.